Excellence. Hello, nerds, and welcome back to another, hopefully quite exciting session of the MystMarch. Hopefully this time with a lot less on the technical difficulty side on my part. I have gotten some lovely upgrades recently in the technology department, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out for me. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong. Okay.
Famous last words.
I just knocked on wood. It's cool. Oh no, this is particle board. That doesn't count.
You fool! You doomed us all!
Listen with the natural order.
All right, so turn this to the appropriate level. All right, so recap. Our heroes had just enjoyed a rousing victory in keeping an orc clan, Clan Nogklaba and Nabo's home from splitting. They've had a pretty good time of it, celebrated at a griffin roast, had a few other interesting, meaningful interactions among one another. But as they arrived back in town, bonding a little bit, Dayu sharing some somewhat personal words with the rest of the party, they discovered that Kifa's sibling Arko had awoken and was not quite right in the head. He was in a bit of a state. There were a lot of nonsense words coming out of his mouth, a few names, no clear answers about what had happened and whether the night gaunt that had taken him away had anything to do with what had happened. So, with no real answers barring one single hint, the dreaded ominous thing that Velasca the Dredger had said, the party embarked with said dredger party towards the central island in the middle of the lake, which was always coated in massive, massive blocks of ice, no matter what time of year it was. And so, upon arrival, they chose two of the dredger party to stay behind, Crete the Minotaur and Nat the Goblin, who was a little drunk at the time, to watch the boat and make sure nothing else was happening, while Velasca the Kenku Artificer and Caddis the Warforged Rogue entered in, serving as guides and mentors to this fledgling group. Inside the ruins, they found lots of dead ends and unusual corners, and had a near brush of death thanks to a mysterious and terrifying construct called a cleaner that broke into a room from the ceiling and attempted to repair a bunch of rusted old constructs. They dealt it in, thankfully, through a clever combined assault on their parts, and with their coordination, they managed to do the creature in. And now, licking their few wounds and gathering their courage to continue deeper in, our party, we join now. All right, so you can hear the wild cries of a toddler in the background, and I apologize for that. He's fighting bedtime tonight pretty hard.
Aww.
Let's just let that happen for a minute. If I had to step away, you'll know why.
No problem. We can just mug at the camera.
Yep. All right, so you guys, after that rather intense encounter, elected to take a short rest inside of the area before you continue deeper in. Is there any particular things you would have liked to have said or done during that time? Any conversations?
If it would have initially looked around at like a lot of the construct debris and see if she could find anything or figure out. This being no.
All right, absolutely.
So roll investigation.
Investigation would work for that. Yes.
Alrighty, Kifa.
Here we go. Ooh, an 8. Okay. Well, you guys did a pretty good number, and those construct bits were pretty old and corroded. But, I mean, there's plenty of random stray bits of scrap sitting around if you have a need for them. Nothing particularly, exciting about them. But if there's a few things you could be interested in, little bits. Like there's bits and pieces of a few pauldrons here and there. One of their hands is pretty intact. That's kind of curled up still and mock mechanical rigor mortis around where the pike shaft used to be. Oh,
And Tifa's never seen anything like a construct before, has she?
barring Caddis, no. Nothing quite like that. You've read stories in Ogar's scrolls about the Forged, because Jure apparently like to keep a pretty wide range of knowledge about the world around her. And constructs are definitely one of those weird things. These artificial men that apparently had minds of their own, despite of just being made of metal and stone and wood. They didn't seem quite like Caddis, though, and you actually would notice Caddis is not particularly gentle around them. He actually looks almost sort of disgusted by them sometimes on occasion. Just kind of sneers down at their mangled, very crummy remains. But, so yeah, not much in the way of experience with that. Anything or anyone else?
The only other thing Tifa wants to do is to check Sam to make sure he didn't hurt himself and isn't like sticking his tongue in places he's not supposed to.
Licking any rust or getting tetanus or something?
Yeah.
Well, he is made of a somewhat sturdier composition than most of this rusted old metal, so surprisingly, he's in pretty good shape. He actually... roll an insight check for me a little bit.
Oh. I only have a 1, so would I get advantage on this, given our bond?
It is sand, so sure.
Kitty.
No, not that it would have made much difference. A 13. All right. This is a somewhat new era environment for both of you, but you do get a slight vibe that being underground like this, not seeing the sky, he's not enjoying this quite as much as you are.
Oh, son.
But he is being a good sport about it. He's just sticking closer to you. He's never seen anything like any of this down here, and the smell, you can definitely tell. He's not breathing in super duper long breaths. Seems to be breathing through his mouth more. But then realizes he's part reptilian. He can taste through his tongue, so...
No!
Existence is pain.
Keith will just scritch him behind the horn and...
That visibly calms him down a little bit. I wouldn't say he's like anxiety attack induced or whatnot, but definitely not enjoying it as much as you are being like in this environment.
So I imagine he just has his arms, his wings draped over my shoulders, or Keith's shoulders.
Oh, yeah. He is sticking pretty close to you, for sure. Especially after seeing something come out of the walls and attack.
So Keith is probably find a place to sit down real quick and just go over her stuff to look over, especially looking over her musket, which is apparently quite a piece of shit to the point it exploded on her.
Yeah, thankfully it got mended. You'd have no idea what that would do for performance, though.
Close. And she looked over some of her other things, including... Hi there. What are you doing, Brat?
Oh.
Sorry, the cat decided to bust open my door.
I know. I'm probably going to experience that myself at some point tonight.
Anyway, she's looking over the satchel Ogar gave her. It's like, given how small it seems to be, she just like turns it around in her hand, looking over it.
Yep. Yeah, you've seen her. She used to carry that thing with her pretty much everywhere. You almost sometimes think of it as being part of her body. It is made of what appears to be a very kind of elastic leather-like substance. It resembles Sand's wing membrane a little bit in texture, with a gold trim on it.
Makes sense. Keith doesn't want to open it, given what Ogar said it is, but he's also like, how could this small thing hold so much information she said it has?
All
So
right.
the inner child, inner curiosity that's probably been eating at her for decades.
Yeah. It's been
And
pretty much forbidden fruit. She's never really let you get into it too much before.
it's the forbidden fruit, but also the responsibility and knowing the sheer weight of the.
Yep. So, what do you do?
I think this would be a wisdom save.
If you wish, sure.
Roll 20.
Come on, roll 20. You can do it. Okay.
A 20. Keith declines to open it.
All right. Just this little, okay. Nope. That's a ticking time bomb. Let's just leave that alone. All right. So, anyone else? Anything else?
Well,
Good.
Malva would be checking on our companions to see if they took any damage.
About the only one that looks like they got hit with any real intensity was Carex.
Alright. Well, he'd just be off around being happy orc then.
All right. So about an hour passes. If anyone, will roll for Caddis, since he actually would have elected to keep watch, making sure nothing particular happened. Okay. You guys are in luck. Nothing particularly crazy comes to his attention. So after about an hour passes or so, it's hard to tell underground with no visual cues for the passage of time.
Keith would be keeping the fan.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, scritching under his chin and lulling him into a childlike doze so he gets the most benefit out of it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so as the time passes, you just suddenly see Velasca, who had largely been pretty much the entire time never sitting still. She has been walking around the majority of the space, just inspecting, tapping on walls, pulling out little vials, collecting whatever little things she could, just muttering to herself pretty much the entire time. Eventually, just kind of looks down, inspects a timepiece she pulls out of her coat, and claps it and puts it back into her pocket. And just, well, has everyone caught their breath?
I'd say so.
Good. Caddis, anything? No. All is clear. All right, then. Well, still a few things left to investigate in this place. So he looks over at you, Dayu. Just, So, do you see anything particularly interesting on the other side of that vent?
Well, there is the very big room with a giant circular thing in the middle, and one of the consoles that look like this one, only it's smaller, and only one of the lights is on.
Gotcha. Okay, that could mean one of several things.
The only other thing is that the room connects directly to where that force field is, and it seems to be the only other way to get past that.
That is odd. Interesting that implies this place was barricaded out from the inside to prevent something from getting in. Well, we found a few over the years that, had been forcefully broken into. Never seen any sign of the aggressors, but it is clear that whoever was building these places would not have a list of only friends, if you follow me. That's interesting. I'll have to see what we can do about that. Definitely means that there's probably something in here, especially if there's a functional cleaner, she says, walking over towards the... Now the flames have largely died down. And it's just basically this smoking pile of rusted metal. It is not the most pleasant of smells. But amazingly enough, you actually notice that a lot of the smoke and whatnot from the burning is going into these strange vents on the walls where it's just kind of disappearing into it. Very fine grading. Kind of all along the wall. That is certainly interesting.
Maybe
Well,
If it's built on the ground, I imagine whoever built it probably had some sort of ventilation system.
Oh, yes, no doubt. They always had something like this to get air in from the outside. Interesting, though, considering this place is encased in ice, but we've seen stranger things. There is magic at foot here, for sure. Well, well, I say we try and figure things out little by little. Are all of you good to continue?
I'm good to go.
I am ready.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Excellent. Like your attitude. Looks over at you, Mambo. All right, then. All right, Caddis, we're going. Affirmative. So they just pace their way back down here, but as they do... Oh, wait. I'm a silly goose. We never actually looked at what was down here.
Did we not?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I thought
Oh.
it was a dead end.
Didn't actually investigate anything that was over here, though. That's the thing.
There was a holocron over here, and there was a closed chest over here.
Still got that energy signature, but... it looks like it's still guarded somehow. I wonder. Rolling something for Val here. Oh, alright. This die has been rolling the same number 3 times in a row. I'm going to change that out. Come on, math rocks.
What do the math rocks say, BB?
The math rocks say, rocks fall. And everyone something. All right.
But I'm a rogue. I have evasion.
So you're half die.
These are DM rocks. They don't care about evasion.
I've seen them roll. It means I take no damage.
Then you're only a quarter dying.
Yeah, you'll be crying. Well, everyone cries.
All right. I cannot make heads or tails of what this thing does, but at the same time... screw it. Everyone stand back if they don't want to get caught in whatever this could be. I'm going to find out for myself. She just kind of extends out a little metal stick. A rod, very similar to the one you found in the chest last session, Carix. Just kind of extends outward a little bit. All right, easy does it. And boom. It just kind of passes into the purple right in here. And there's no immediate effects that you can discern. It appears nothing happens. Well, we tried. Must be busted in some capacity. All right.
Investigation on it.
If you wish, sure.
Really, roll 20.
Taking your sweet time. An 18. Okay. But we'll go with the first one. All right. So, a 6.
Carix walks up and just Fonzie smashes it.
Just ow. You just kind of your fist goes right through it and just hits the grating of metal on the other side. All right, Kifa, you with an 18. Let me actually. Oh, okay. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Can sound help.
No, not in this case. 14. Okay. All right. Nope, no discernible visible effects that you can see. Your hand just kind of passes through it. Interesting. Well, whatever purpose it had, I don't think it's anything we're going to find out here, and I don't like the way that chest is crackling, so I'm going to leave that alone until we know more.
Alright, let's gonna move on then.
Alrighty. Come on, Caddis. Aye. get back down into that, and time for the exploration. So, well, here on out, I'm not sure exactly what this is going to lead to. Those security lasers in the way, about the only way we know forward is through that vent. Looks over at Mambo and Carrick's, and I don't know how well that's going to go.
He's too beefy.
You are indeed quite large, my friend, no offense.
He just shrugs at that.
Well, I wonder. Could I fit through this? I don't know. It seems like a bit of a tight squeeze for me. Possible, but we'll find out.
You got any bacon grease?
I can't say that I do.
I imagine
Well, there's
people-
your problem.
I mean, I was used for kobolds, so I'm used to having to climb through small spaces designed for them, so...
Oh, is that so? Well, I mean, it's certainly worth a try.
And there was lots of spaces that was designed for them, but not necessarily designed for me.
Well, I mean, if you want to give it a try, we can go through, see if we can find anything out. If anyone else wants, they can try for it, but we'll see what we can do here.
Alright, son.
Alright. Well, is another one of those long-armed spooky things gonna come out at me in here? I
Well, if
don't
it's
know
a-
how to answer that. Because the answer is honestly yes, it could. But probably not, and I mean, we took care of it the first time, didn't we?
He was doing the "don't tell him that." The
Shit.
silent.
Comforting.
Sand just shoots that banana cat face at her. Just, It's like, look, this isn't exactly the safest line of work, but it is highly rewarding. And plus, you're a dragon. You know what your people used to do. They soared the skies, breathing all manner of things, conquering, amassing great wealth. Nothing can stop a dragon. Nothing. I believe in you, little guy.
Shame Velasca isn't a bard.
Nope. Let's see. Sam rolled a 16 on insight. His eyes just narrow a little bit. I'm on to you. And he just climbs up in there and starts going in.
Kifa follows.
All right. Roll an athletics check for me. Actually, no. Straight dexterity.
Alright, cause hold on. Alright, straight next. Alrighty.
Okay,
Oh, that's a save.
Yep, that's a save. Oh no.
Oh. With the save.
Roll 20, I hate you.
Roll 20 does not like you right now. Hold on, I have to roll severity for this. Don't worry, there will be ways out of it, but there might be a Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree scenario happening here. Okay, let me see here.
So apparently Kifa's dummy sick.
Well, no wonder the cleaner got alerted. All right, that's a new character trait. You can add that onto your sheet.
Kifa, stop with your fucking ass cheeks already.
I could hear the clap from down there. Yeesh.
You will alert every security program in this place.
And now we know how Carrick's found us. He was wandering through the forest, and all of a sudden he heard a clap in the distance. Like, the fuck?
Well, no wonder they always called you Thunderclap.
Holy shit.
Okay, that is a 63. You try to get in. But them hips don't lie, and them hips are telling you you're not squeezing through there without some help.
Ugh.
It happened again. He just kind of cries out into the hall. It's like, what happened again? Kiefer's bottle's too big.
Kiva gets very embarrassed all of a sudden.
It's like, oh, do you require help?
Apparently, puberty hit Kiva like a truck.
Yeah, hit your butt like a dump truck.
And turned
You
it
gotta,
into one.
you gotta officially have Pixar mom booty.
God damn.
You
Oh.
are the Miss Incredible.
You are incredible. Hold on, I've got this. I don't know why. I didn't want to have to burn this, but... And Velasca casts grease.
Oh! That just makes it shine even more.
It's like, sorry, desperate times. You can either go in or go out.
I'm gonna press on.
All right. With the grease, we will say roll dex with advantage this time, just to see how long this takes.
21.
21.
Oh, boy.
Okay, that does the trick. Just there's almost an audible popping sound as you go on through there. Just, whoa! Jeez, Cooper, where's the fire?
Just imagine she shoots through the fucking crate like she's propelled.
Kiva
It's like a-
wears the stand and just rubs her feet together.
Yeah. All right, let's see how Val does. Val rolled a natural 20, so just wriggles on and she hops in like a bird.
She's following the snail trail.
Yep. Like, your residual residue helped me get through. You did such a good job. So she just kind of calls back, just, all right, you three, we'll see about finding a way out. Making sure you can come on through.
Gotta say, is Caddis too big?
It is less an issue of size and more one of rigidity, Caddis says. All right, so you guys enter into the room, and with more detail, Val immediately brightens up at the sight of this apparatus. Just, oh, it's a power core. These, it appears to be operational, but these strange devices would capture magical energy and, well, from either under the earth, in the air. This might be how they were. They must have another one in here. Oh, just looks over at all of you. Sorry, I'm saying a bunch of half sentences, aren't I?
That's the my.
Basically, this is how these places worked. If they didn't have devices like these here, there would be no light down here, no running water, no air. And this one appears to be inoperational, but I bet we could turn it on. And I bet this right here probably does it. And kaboop. Oh, this dice likes Val a lot more. She just starts fiddling with the controls a little bit, and within seconds, the ground just kind of shakes, and all of you feel it as this little machine doobobber right here comes on. And this sphere in the center just kind of lifts up off the ground and starts spinning. And almost like a Tesla coil, or kind of like the sun from Spider-Man 2 that Doc Ock was trying to make. There's these little arcs of energy going across different parts of it. That's more like it. All right, well, let's see what that did. I'm willing to bet that made things a little bit easier. Now, you said that, looking over at Dayu, the grid is back this way?
It's back this way.
All right, excellent. Let's see what we can find out. As you advance over, you immediately see it's no longer on. It's like, oh, perfect. She just walks right on through. Come on, it's open.
Yeet.
That was an excellent yeet.
Thank you.
10 stars.
Now, beyond here, I do not know what might be, because I did not go any farther.
That was very wise of you. All likelihood, there's probably further defenses in spite of the fact that... Yes?
That have affected the chest at all back back there.
It might have. Worth a look if you want to.
Maybe we're having a look to see, just in case there's something in it that we need going further.
Very, very true. Hey, I'm all for that.
So move back.
If you wish.
Is Velasca following, or?
Yes, she is. I just had to take care of something on another part of the map.
Oh.
All right, you all wait here a moment. Runs with her little bird feet.
Click, 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 click,
Just
click, click, click.
Cluck, 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 cluck. Think, oh, hey, you're right. Good thinking. All right, let's see about getting this thing open, shall we? It's a bit big, but I think we can manage. All right.
Open.
All right, let's roll combined athletics here, or one of us roll athletics with advantage.
Kiva has a -1 to athletics, so I'm giving
Well, that's fine. We'll give Val. Val only has a +1 to it, but we'll give her advantage anyway. Okay. Okay, yeah, this dice really likes her. That is a 17 on her part. You two just both kind of brace yourselves. Just remember, lift with your legs, which should not be all that hard for you.
From your titanic thighs.
From down the hall, you can hear Deo giggle because she heard that.
Fucking cat ears.
All right, so it's very rusted, and there's a lot of resistance at first, so you're kind of just pushing it, getting a little bit of an inch of an opening, pushing it again to get a little bit more. All right, but eventually it does open up. And interestingly enough, there's no treasure of any kind that you can see except for almost looks like fluorescent light bulbs, just these long yellowy tubes. And inside of them is just this tiny, tiny, thin strand of what appears to be some kind of gas moving back and forth. There are 3 of them.
Maybe some sort of energy source?
Huh. Maybe.
Kitty, get out of there.
Roll an Arcana check on that?
Kitty, get out of there.
You can if you wish, sure.
What are you
I'll roll
doing?
one for Val, too.
You're an asshole.
Kiva rolled a 9. Roll 20
Oh.
hate for tonight.
Yeah. Yes, it does so far. But hey, you're getting all the bad rolls out of the way before anything else might happen. All right, so
You saved.
I do say that. And it wasn't the particle board this time. All right.
Because we didn't check everything, isn't it?
It's true. You have to. You have to check it to appease it. All right, so, I'm not entirely sure what this is in here. It's something. Yeah, it's a shame these are so big and unwieldy. It'd be very difficult to carry these, and they do not look entirely...
Kiva fills around looking for a bag and sees Ogar's sack. It's like,
Let me roll, because with her magic goggles, as soon as you guys started fiddling with it, just... Oh. There's the solution right there.
well, it's just a small sack.
Oh, is that what they told you? Your little kobold friend carrying that? Hold on. She just kind of reaches in. She goes over and is like, you mind?
Kiva's hesitant, but obliges.
Don't worry. I'm not going to take anything out of it. I'm just going to reach in, and she reaches down all the way to her shoulder. Just
Kiva doesn't
far
know.
down as I can go, and yep, that's the one, all right. Ooh, it's cold. You have a bag of holding here. Very valuable thing your friend was carrying. That is exactly what we need. Hold on. Yeah, just kind of gently. Not the greatest roll. It is a little awkward, but she manages to get one of the tubes out. Held the bag open.
Kiva will help.
And you notice as she starts sliding this tube in, which is the better part of 5 feet long, it just slides in. And it doesn't stop. There's no resistance, no feeling of it hitting the bottom of it in any capacity.
Unlike
just
Kiva
goes.
and the Great.
Yep. So, with that process repeated, you have all 3 of them stowed away. You have 3 unknown cylinders inside of the bag of holding.
Right. Hopefully, it doesn't make the bag combust or anything. That would be terrible.
Oh, don't worry. It's not actually going inside of the bag. It's going inside of a pocket dimension the bag is tied to. It's old world technology. Fascinating stuff and very useful.
Makes sense that Radio would have one of those.
Yes, Dre would hoard something like that for sure. Though, it's amazing. They're very expensive in Kylock. You're quite lucky to have one of those. All right, let's get back to the others. Yee.
Zoom.
Oh, wow, you're fast. All right. Well, he didn't find anything particularly exciting, but did find 3 mysterious glass canisters full of something. Well, who knows what they could be used for, but I'm willing to bet they're used for something in here. They do not waste space in these places if they could help it. But on that note, I suggest we press on, see what we can find.
The cylinders we had before that we got from the other chest. Does it look like the cylinders could fit into those tubes?
Nope.
All right.
The little cylinder the Carrick's got and the weird little tri-pronged instrument appear to be entirely their own separate things.
All right.
All right, let's head that way then. Everyone, we're going into unknown territory here, so be very careful. All right, so as you guys advance down this hallway, the lighting is a little brighter than it was before, so you are able to see immediately. Doot! If it would actually show. There we go. As you enter into the clearing, you see another one of those clockwork things. It is like the others before, it's standing deathly still, frozen in time and space.
How rusted does this one look?
Just as, if not more rusted than the ones before.
How hard would it be to pop the... Does it have a weapon?
It has a pike in its hand, just like the others do.
All right. How hard would it be to pop the pike out of its hand?
You can roll an athletics check.
Alrighty. Oh,
21. Oh, you rip its forearm off with it.
fucker's mine.
He's got a good hand on the situation.
A wordplay.
2 out of 5.
Oh,
Ease the low-hanging fruit, brother.
That's the sweetest kind, though. All right, so with that,
This creature comes alive.
All right. That makes 4 ancient pikes.
now let's reveal the rest of this room now that you guys are in it. Doot! So, immediately, you see...
Remove that one's off.
Oh, I see pike number 6. Hello, friend.
We've got our weapon hoarder already.
I mean, if you see an animate construct of a weapon, it makes sense to take it before shit goes south.
This is true.
May I swipe this one? Oh, nope, Carrick's got it.
Yep, you definitely got it. You ripped off all the way up to the elbow since your score was a little higher.
Correct karate tops it.
Just pulls it all off and just 3 out of 5. It's like, I give that a 4 out of 5.
yes. Whoa. And he just slaps his hand to the arm he just ripped off.
So if we put those in here, there wouldn't be any risk of, poking the things in there.
Oh, and here? Hard to say for sure.
I think Kifa is referring to the pikes in the bag.
Oh, no. They're stored in, how is it to say, isolation of sorts. The way you recall them is most fascinating. You think of what you want to grab as you reach in, and it just kind of apparates into your hand.
Huh.
You can fit almost anything in one of those if you can get it over it. I just, I don't recommend anything organic. It's not pretty. You know what happens to something in a vacuum?
Doesn't sound good.
It's not. It's worse than what you're imagining, I guarantee you. Your blood dries in your body and freezes. It is the least pleasant thing I have ever witnessed. But anyhow, let's get back to more pleasant things and find out what's this.
So Keeper holds open the bag to put the pikes in.
I will dump my 4 pikes in there.
Yay, go right in, slide right on through, just like jelly.
So 4 ancient pikes.
All right. All right, they go right in. Tip to mast. Takes the whole thing. Takes a pounding. Low-hanging fruit is the sweetest, and don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, so...
I don't disagree.
Hey, what is this bizarre contraption? Caddis, you recognize this. I don't. The Warforged will step forward. Not bad, not bad. He got a 15. With advantage. I can try to interface with it. I believe it is a repository of some kind. Oh, the kinds that hold information? Haven't seen one like this. It is lacking in power, though. Perhaps those tubes you found could have something of note to do with that.
Keeper might need help, so they're kind of unruly.
Yes, someone with a delicate grip, perhaps. Caddis, how about you? So Caddis just kind of looks over at the 2 burly boys over there, still just palling around, and the fact that they just ripped 2 robots' arms off.
It's like, we need a delicate touch. Me and Carrick just look at each other and just lean against the wall. Yeah, we're good.
So, I shall assist with this. And he just kind of just reaches in and okay. Pulls it out a little bit. Not bad. Interesting. Not sure what this is. I've never seen this before, but let us try it. And he inserts one of the tubes into this little dealy bobber right here. And let me change the music here real quick.
Ominous.
Let me see what we got here. I know I had something here for this. Hold on, I think I have it in the wrong thing. Dude. There it is. All right, so as Caddis slides this long kind of light bulb-like tube into this receptacle, the room just kind of goes dark. And kind of bit of a Treasure Planet moment where the room just lights up all from this globe here up on the top in a bright green light.
Huh.
And it's just this bizarre... It's a map, as best you can tell. You look down, and you can see right dead center right here in that area, just theater of the mind this. You can see the island you guys are on.
Ooh.
You can see panning out a little bit further away, you see Scrimshaw, not too far away. You can look over on the nearby ridge and even see the little scrappy tents of Clan Nogclubba.
A little worried that's a in current time map.
And it just kind of sits at that particular range of zoom where you kind of just get a decent look at the valley.
Is it some sort of scrying device, or?
Something of a sort, yes. Oh, that's interesting. And you look up and you can see from the ceiling of it just this funneling of light coming down towards the island. It appears to be a simulation of the magical energy of some kind getting siphoned out of the air. Well, that certainly confirms something. Definitely siphoning magic out of the sky actively. That's concerning. This place is still somewhat operational. I don't like that one bit. Well, let me see here. Oh, I didn't turn that on loop. It went off. I am learning. All right, so. You said you had 2 more of those tubes? I think we need more information.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Caddis, help me with this one. Aye. You two just kind of take the next tube out and gently lift it over here and put it into this receptacle. And with that one, a whole bunch of information appears. Like scrawls of text moving across the air itself really, really fast. All kinds of languages? Oh, the language changes every few seconds. It appears to be moving back and forth. You see numbers at one point. You see Hob script, but a little bit fancier than you're used to seeing it. You see a very curly, flowery language that for some reason makes you taste kale in your mouth.
I would understand that.
Yes, you would. You do see some Sylvan in there a little bit writing. It is going back and forth. It is very fast, and most of it appears to be talking about... Roll a perception check for me to see what kind of words you can pick out as it's going.
Roll investigation set or just perception?
This is a perception one. Okay, so an 18. That's a good catch.
No.
Oh, wow. I am so sorry. The dice are not on your side so far tonight.
Okay, I can do a perception too. Why
He
not?
only has a 1 in perception anyways, and she keeps rolling garbage in it.
That is impressive to say the least, but also kind of sad. All right, so
Out of all the
Mambo?
characters who need them, Kifa needs them the most.
For reference, Mambo knows both Goblin and Orc.
all right, you don't see either of those languages on immediate inspection, but it's
Okay.
moving very fast. With the Sylvan, the highest roll there was Dayu, who passed the save. Let me roll for Caddis with advantage. An 18 for Caddis, and Val with a 19. Wow. Well, that does kind of make sense. So, the first things you immediately notice is there are a lot of words about, quote, the phenomenon. Or the anomaly, things like that. Unknown words. Fluctuations, lots of... It appears to be some kind of study. Since Val rolled pretty high, and Caddis as well, I don't believe it. Oh, Caddis, we're going to be... Oh, they're going to let us into the Vorpal Spire for sure for this.
What is phenomenon? What are they talking about?
If I
What do you
had to guess, yes?
What do you think? Of course it's the mist. That's what this place was built for. All of them were in some capacity. The people who built these places, however long ago it was, no one remembers, they survived with the mist for a time when it first appeared, however it appeared. I think they were trying to figure out what it was here, because that's the funny thing. In spite of everything, how normal day-to-day life can seem in places, how much it doesn't feel like much has changed. It used to be where it wasn't here. That you could travel from place to place without having to watch what you were breathing in. Where you could live and love and befriend, adventure wherever. The horizon was yours, and now belongs to something else. And I think they were trying to figure out something about it here, but Just kind of looks around at the state of decay. I don't want to say they succeeded, because I don't believe they did. Still, this is very interesting. We should try and preserve those tubes as much as possible if we can get them out again. They might be able to replicate this information at the spire. Nobody rolled above the DC to get the core point. You had one more tube, didn't you?
What was that?
You have one more tube, don't you? Let's see what we can do with it. I don't know if we'll be able to get them back or not after this, but... Actually, I hadn't considered that. Caddis, can you get either of them out? Caddis just kind of paces over, reaches in, and... No. They're stuck. It appears that they are firmly planted.
What kind of check would it be to get them out?
It would be in athletics in this case.
Okay. Let's see if Carrix has what it takes.
13. You have trouble even getting your fingers down into the space that it fell into to grab it.
So
There's nothing doing. Unless there is a means of getting them... There might be more information in that third canister, but we have no way of sharing it with anyone else. What do you think, Val? That is indeed risky. I mean, could always just get back to the spire and tell someone to come here and look at it, but there's no telling if the information will still be available then. Choices. Looks over at you, Kifa. You think we should hold on to it, or...
Probably wise. We don't know what else is.
True, though we don't know if there's another way of reading it. That's a difficult choice, but yes, that's probably wise. Get it back to the Vorpal Spire and the city and see if they can figure out what it says. Maybe they'll be able to make more sense of it than this. It's moving so fast here, and I don't know if there's a means of controlling it or not. I can't get it to slow down.
Now, are these the tubes where it was placed in?
No, that was these little doodly bobbers right here.
So what are these then?
They are just strange little pads on the floor that are glowing ever since you entered into the room. One kind of yellowy and one kind of green.
What about these?
Oh, yes. I've seen these things like these before. Are you familiar with the concept of teleportation?
Roughly.
Well, that's what these do. They teleport you places. They take you from one location to another, and I don't know where, and I haven't seen any other pads since we've come in here, so could be further in, could not.
So is there a wall here?
Yeah, there is a wall. You can investigate the walls if you so choose, though.
Gifa's going to be looking at. See if there's any way further. Hello?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm here. I hear you. Investigation works.
Roll 20, I'm going to refresh.
That is awful, and I should not laugh.
You just hate this character. Like, he doesn't do this to any of my other characters, just specifically Kifa.
It's fascinating in a way.
I don't
Okay,
have
it's all like
anything.
me for.
I have nothing in investigation, but I could try.
Fine.
Feel free.
So,
Okay. Let me see here.
Well, Toronto, you're being real threatening right now.
yeah, what up with this? Ooh.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow.
We are blind.
Yeah. No, not quite. It's like, what are you all poking at over there? Okay.
See if there's anything beyond this wall, otherwise this is the proverbial dead end.
Well, it's the dead end, or we step on one of those two pads and get transported gods nowhere. Let me see. Well, can't hurt to investigate the walls. Nope. Val sees nothing. Caddis, do your robot magic man thing. Understood. Okay. Okay. Best hope here is a heaven or hell. Okay. Okay. Not quite the DC for that. There is a door here, but I don't know if we can get it open. I'm not sure what the command key is. Could just try to brute force it, but it's probably extremely durable. Well, then we're either at a dead end, we try to get that door open, or...
1 second. I'm gonna grab one of my physical dice and roll something real quick.
Okay.
To see if Deo's dumb enough to do something.
Hmm.
She sure
Oh, boy.
is.
Oh boy.
Well, fuck it.
What are we doing? You're going on the pad?
I stepped on the pad.
Alright. Just kind of seeing everything going the way it is and how little progress there's been. Let me see here.
Literally threw up her hands and went, well, not gonna get anywhere poking at a fucking wall.
This is true. Alright, so... you instantly vanish from sight for everyone else.
What?
And you... Oh man, this is going to be fun.
She has a character flaw. It's fun.
Okay, so...
Player fun for DM.
For me as well.
Can't believe Dave's fucking dead.
That's her character flaw. She will do fucking anything if there's something to be gained for it.
Alright, so you have no idea where you are as you come back into focus. The room that you are in is dark and you have no idea how big it is. You are right over here.
Okay, well, I do have dark vision. Does that help me any?
Oh, dark vision, you can faintly see walls all around you. Around here, and here, up here, and here. You don't see any obvious doorways, and there's something big right here. Just a silhouette. You're not sure what it is, but it's not moving. And it is quiet in here.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to... Well, that didn't work.
Stealth, okay. As you step off of the pad, your paws kind of clack a little bit and you hit something loose on the ground, a bit of metal that just kind of slides a little bit. No immediate reaction.
I'm guessing this pad is dead.
No, it's still active, but after a moment of time with you just begin popping around. Okay. Let's just reveal the room real quick. Dude, you get into a sense of the layout of the place. This mysterious thing, but here's the thing. That mysterious thingy there, it starts to open up. And something emerges out from it. You just see this cloud of steam as...
Oh dear. Oh dear.
This giant brass hand, about as big around as you are, just rises up out, and you see a humanoid form. It looks like Caddis if he was an 80s action hero. And not an edgelord.
Oh no, it's Caddis from the future.
Come with me if you want to live. Alright, so let me see here. What's some good music for this? Ooh, that's a fun one. This cloud of steam covers the room. Heavy footfall as it just lands and stands full height. And its eyes rest right on you. It does not move.
I don't go anywhere either. Are we going to stare at each other all day, or can you speak?
You just hear this rusted grinding sound as the head just kind of tilts at you.
Don't sound good for you.
Okay, let's see what this thing's got here. Trying to remember my notes for this guy. Here we are.
The rest of you just gonna fucking sit back there?
None of you know. None of you know what's happening. All you know is Dayu just disappeared. And she's
Mambo
not.
looks like he stepped on it.
Oh,
I think
you stepped
Mambo
on it?
would be piling on, afterwards, but like I was not going to interrupt the scene.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, a few seconds pass, better part of a minute. Eventually, things do get quiet. There's no return signal at all. Just, oh, I don't like the sound of that. Hell, she would have come back if it was a pleasant thing. Maybe we should go check on her. All right, so you guys, Mambo, you're already on it.
Yeah, he's first one stepping on it because his little buddy vanished.
Without saying a single word to any of you, because she is a quiet kitty.
I did say, well, fuck it.
Yeah, well, fuck it.
You pop in,
Take
and as
step
soon as
over.
you enter the room, you just see that thing just zero right in on you.
Mm.
Good evening, Mambo. We're having tea.
Step right here. That's- Yeah.
You guys can move yourselves over into that space if you wish.
So, how's you and the big guy?
Oh, he's strong silent type. Seem not good first date.
Yeah, we
Another
all got
cloud-
our types.
Just another cloud of steam comes out of the body as it's just staring at all of you. And as the rest of you enter in, oh boy, as soon as it sees Carix, the eyes glow red.
Oh,
Oh,
hey
good,
guys,
you're
what I
racist, too.
missed.
Oh,
I
shit.
told you to pick your dates better. God.
Look, he is, like Kifa, dummy thick. I am into that.
It's a giant vibrator. What's not to like?
Recharges his own batteries.
Things get steamy.
Literally.
It steps forward towards you guys again.
Oh, fuck.
It is moving very slowly. It's looking like it's having a lot of trouble even moving in the first place.
All right.
It's just kind of shaking a little bit. It doesn't have anything clear that it's trying to say yet. What do you guys do?
It doesn't seem hostile.
Well, not to us. Does not seem to like Carix very much, but
Does the teleporter work going back?
do not know. Did not step on it again.
Hmm.
It's just gonna move like here, just in case.
Eyes just following you the whole time. Head just spinning around like an owl's.
Mambo is going to try to speak to it first in Orcish and then in Goblin, basically repeating the same phrase of,
Are you friend or foe? We'd rather not fight.
Just kind of whistles a little bit and looks back towards you. The head shakes a lot like it's trying to speak, but it can't.
Maybe we should try to get Velasca in here.
Yeah, it
That
looks like
sounds like an
it's
idea.
trying to say something, but just cannot, because there is too much.
Keep a good step on the thing.
All right, you are immediately gone.
Well, I guess it does, Rick.
Am I back to where or a different place?
Yes, you are. You are back in the right place where you
Velasca,
were.
I need your assistance. Big golem thing.
Oh, another construct.
Giant, steaming. Looks like it's trying to speak, but can't.
Oh dear, it's probably corroded. A functioning one, though. That is fascinating. Come, Caddis, let's go. I will come, but only because you want me to.
Technophiles, they're so easy.
All right, so let's move them both over here.
Good. It is how you stay getting hot in here.
Oh dear, you're right. That is balmy. It's like, oh wow, that is pristinely well put together. This is Oh,
It's
it's a
trying
boiler.
very hard to speak, but does not seem to be able to.
It's a boiler. It's something akin to the cleaner. It's something of an artificial intelligence, more rudimentary than Caddis's. We've seen a few of them, but not many in any real shape. They helped provide emergency power, regulate heat in the place, temperature control, things like that. They also made very effective guardians. Apparently, they could punch right through these walls if they so wanted. I don't like to think about what it could do to us, but it doesn't appear to be saying anything. Hold on there, friend. I'm going to try something. Okay, so Val starts to cast Mending. And the second magic is visibly coming out of her hands. Wow, that matches. This thing just immediately, the fist just extends out and just backhands her really hard, knocking her a couple of feet off her feet down over here. And she takes, let's see, got to get a D8 out for this.
I remember this thing from the fucking test run we did.
Yeah, it was the bitch bot.
The one who almost cooked Tonk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is just 6 points of bludgeoning damage to Val as this thing just clocks her and knocks her down. But as she lands, she just holds up her hand, just no to do anything. I'm steady enough to handle that. Okay, you clearly don't like magic. And this appears to be staring pretty hard at you, my dragonborn friend. I'm getting weird ideas about what could have happened here. Caddis, why don't you try something? Try tinkering with it, see if you can get him to work. He appears to be trying to say something. Understood. Though I do not believe it is wise. It may not like what our intentions are, and it may not like the knowledge that its masters are. Just kind of waves his hand across his throat a little bit. But, I mean, you basically just told him that by saying that like that. If he can see you, he probably saw you do that. Fair point. Alright, Caddis will now pull out his tinker's tools out of his hands, which kind of turn into little tools, little screwdrivers, wrenches, and whatnot. 12. Alright, he reaches forward. The construct does not move as he advances forward. Tools out, slowly reaches forward, touches it on the faceplate a little bit. And he's not delicate. He kind of unintentionally rips part of the faceplate and bends it backwards a little bit. Just, oh, my bee. You just hear this groaning and whistling sound, this steam and hot air, just moisture comes out, and the room is starting to get a little uncomfortably hot. Just, oh dear. Soldier. You just kind of faintly hear it. Sounds kind of like he's missing a cheek a little bit. There's a little bit of air coming in and out, but he is saying something to Caddis and then turns over back to Carex. Not welcome.
Well, fuck you too. God.
This is not for fighting. I guard here. Please leave. Don't want to hurt. You certainly do a good job at hurting, Val says, just kind of standing up on her own. Okay, so let's get this straight here. You don't want to hurt anyone, then you punched me quite a bit when I tried to fix you. That's all I was trying to do, mind you. What exactly are you guarding? Let me just roll an insight for the Robo Boy here, who has an intelligence score that is in the single digits.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Well, insight's wisdom, but
Yeah. But that doesn't make him smart. Okay. The nat 20 from the robot.
That doesn't make him smart. Well, fuck you.
I am as smart as I want to be. Alright, just...
well, he
Fuck
went
you,
from
God.
a negative to a plus 10.
I guard core. Make sure no one tampers with it. Magic could make it blow. That is what my makers said. Oh. So this is the energy core of this whole place? One of them. Had to keep it running. All these... It just goes kind of quiet for a moment. How long has it been?
Well, this entire island's been covered in ice, and this magic has been siphoning from the sky.
Ah,
For as long as
barrier.
it's around,
Barrier
right?
still holding then. Good. Had to protect from the star dragons.
Oh, star dragons.
Yes.
Oh, right, dragons came from the sky.
Not like looks over at San and then even at Carrick's, these two. Bigger. Like the night sky.
Huh.
That's why we built these underground.
Is the star dragons the cause of the mist?
Unknown. Was what they were attempting to discover. Why are you here?
We
We're
probably
trying
the
to-
same reason why this place was built. Questions about the mist, questions about how to stop it.
It still persists then.
Society has lived on, just not as what it used to be. Many things have been lost.
Just kind of groans a little bit. You guys are starting to sweat at this point from the sheer amount of heat this thing is starting to put out. Except for you, Carrick, you're fine. You are a little
Hey.
angry still, though. He insulted you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're seeing red a little bit too. You seek answers, then? Yes, that is exactly what we seek. We've been seeking them for a very long time, longer than anyone can remember. Do you have any? No, not for what you seek. For that you need my counterpart. He is deeper within, at the core. Wait. Kind of stops for a moment. You just kind of get this error 404 mysterious golem.exe has stopped working look on its face for a moment. Why do I not remember what is there? It's because Caddis just kind of steps forward. It found a way to affect us too. We have been sleeping for a long time. My kin were only awoken not long ago in another city. One of the warriors. Of course. So tell me, just looks around at all of the lot of you. Why do so many of the other races enter this place? Why does one of the hut-dwelling cats, the savage orcs, the children of the fires, and the children of the dragons work together?
Why should we not?
When I last saw the sky, before I came here, you all could not wait to kill each other.
Well, I suppose the end of the world probably have changed priorities a bit.
And it sounds like an awful waste of time to kill potential friends.
Perhaps. If you truly seek answers, you will find them in the deepest corridors. There, you will find my brother, I guess you could say. He guards the subject.
The subject.
Yes.
What is the subject?
Unknown. Magical entity of some kind. Was never allowed to see it myself. I was tasked with guarding this place. He the other.
Huh.
If as much time has passed as you say, it may no longer be functional or alive. I forget which word you prefer. They were studying it here. Potential connections to the mist. One of several they pursued. Unknown anything else.
Huh.
It is now just absolutely beginning to boil in there.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here. Is there the teleporter pad's back there? Is there any way to take us deeper?
Yes.
There's a wall we can't get through otherwise.
Yes. Does the door not function?
We do not think so.
Odd. Hold on.
The world is my door, crunch.
It just walks through the wall. I'm kidding. It steps on the pad.
Oh,
Well, you said earlier it could punch through the wall if it wanted to.
It is a power move far greater in quantity to not do so.
And then he yeets it off the screen.
I'll follow.
Mm,
Whew. That was getting. Whew.
You notice he is bringing some of the heat in with him a little bit. Some of it got transported in, so there's this little pocket of very hot air
Mhm.
immediately, but you are otherwise back to the same temperatures.
Up the fan.
Now that we're in the room, Mamo's gonna look up and go,
Hey, since we're away from that machine, could we use some magic to fix ya?
Just kind of turns back, if you please. All right, hold on. Just don't hit me again. And mending. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty decent thing. The little crack on his faceplate just kind of sutures back up a little bit. Just the jaw, kind of like the scene in The Iron Giant when he pinned his jaw back. He kind of flexes his face around a bit. Thank you. Yes, it is corroded. Hold on. Just arcs the fists back, plants both of them into the wall, and just pries the door open with brute force.
Getting fucking XCOM just walking through walls fine.
Basically. Just
Insectopods.
there. That should take you further in. Touch the holocron. It will take you down deeper to a lower level of the facility.
Much obliged.
Hey, big
What
guy,
about
do you
this
have a
one-
name? Sorry.
What about this one over here? Where does it take us?
Same place.
Oh. Thank you for your help.
Yes. I do not have a name. I was never given one.
Mambo puzzles at that and then goes,
If you don't mind, I can give you something until you think of something better.
If it suits you.
fuck. I bluff. I didn't have a good name. I'm
Boil bro.
gonna say,
Call you Golden Titan.
Why not? Thank you. I return to my post. Best of luck, and do not use magic around my counterpart. He will have a similar reaction. The thing that is contained is, or was, highly unstable. We're not sure even what it could have done. But its potential was extreme. And with that, he's gone.
We open up we find the subject, and it turns out, welcome to Amigos. Wait a minute.
You think I didn't consider that? Surprise, motherfucker! Fucker!
Changes a man. Man.
Welcome to Questing Beasts Part 2.
All right,
I'm
so
insane.
I've been down here for thousands of years.
Drive
It's
me,
time to
bitch.
take over the world.
All right, so buy my goods, or I'll murder you all and kill your families and dogs. The cats are okay.
Amigo to amigo harder.
2A, 2Migo. All right, so as you all step in behind this door, the door tries to shut, but it got so fucked to hell by the larger Titan that it can't. So you guys get the lovely, very creepy view of watching an elevator go down with the door open.
Ugh.
Good job, GT.
I am Superior Dragon Ball sequel. Fight me.
Oh.
Ooh. Some salt in this robot. I love him. I have a boiler. I am powered by salt. You're not wrong.
All right, so you guys emerge all the way up here in the upper right corner.
Upper roots. Okay.
Dude. All right, let me move those two. Move everybody else. Dude,
Oh, it's the Smo room.
this is the elevator.
Huh.
Hold on, guys. I'm coming.
Well, you have to. Carrick decides to take all 57,000 flights of stairs instead. We never see him again.
Fly me to the moon, please. It's just scary. An endless loop of carrots running up steps. Or down.
Follow me to the moon.
Yeet me to the moon.
Yeets me to your moon.
Okay, so you guys are all here. Very good. All right, so first thing you immediately see is the elevator does eventually come to a stop. Yerp.
All right.
Okay, so assuming what Mr. GT over there was saying was true, we are in for a very interesting time in here. I wonder what sort of thing they could have been talking about with an anomaly. We've not seen any facilities like this. To say the least, this is absolutely new territory. Well, I hope you're all excited as I am. This is potentially a very, very lucrative discovery for all of us.
Don't say that. There might be some sort of self-destruction. We'll lose everything.
Oh, we've been through those before, too. It's fine. They do it all the time.
It's fine. It's only a little explosion.
All right, so that's you guys can see two hallways here and here. No other visible doorways of any kind.
This one leads off map.
It just leads upward. You don't know. You can see a wall. That's really about it.
Probably turns to the left.
Keith is gonna take a peek.
All right, you peek around that corner, and all right, first things first. Dude, just appears to be another long hallway down here with another turn.
So this is a wall.
Yeah, that is. But, dude, you see another one of those bizarre console thingies.
Oi, Velasco, we got another console over here.
Oh, really? Let me
What?
see what we've got here. Huh. This has a similar color to the power core Mr. GT was guarding. Think these might be connected. This is probably some sort of conduit that it is receiving power from. Interesting. Well, it doesn't appear to be much beyond just a battery. No, I don't see anything particularly interesting besides that. It's probably just what's keeping the lights on. Well, let's see then. Investigation at 9.
I'm gonna go trying to get all my bad rolls out of the way, but it's not working.
Clearly, you got a lot more bad rolls to go. All right, so down this way. Dude. Another hallway.
So, see. Peeking.
All right, as you advance further in. Dude. Long ass straight hallway down this way that is just dimmer and dimmer lit.
Jesus.
So there's nothing there.
Well, let me reveal that. Looking up now that you're in the room, appears to be a connecting path.
Oh, hello there.
Okay.
Hello there.
Good evening.
What about the southern area here?
Nothing that you can really see, but I will reveal the entirety of the dimensions anyway. It is just,
Oh, okay.
appears to just be an adjoining wall. That is interesting. I'd be careful going down that hallway too quickly. You never know exactly what might come down them.
Carex. Zoop.
Ah, the joys of the Burly Boys.
Just keep
It's
in pace with him.
okay. I got this.
All right, can I get deck saves from the both of you?
Oh, come on.
Oh, right where the burly boys hurt.
Deck saves, he said.
Oh dear. 11. Wow, Carrick, you actually passed the DC.
Oh,
Yes.
Rockfall's tank die.
All right, so as you step, the grating gives out from under the both of your feet, just in perfect little things. And Mambo, you take. Okay, you got lucky. It's just 1 point of acid damage as your foot plunges down into a pool of something very briefly, kind of eating through the leather of your shoe a little bit.
Oof. Let's step
Carrick,
back,
you just barely managed to get out of it in time.
Ooh.
See, I told you, fragile walkways. We usually send Muskie down these. These are what we call boss traps.
Boss traps?
Yes. Yeah, it's not unusual in dungeons like these to find some sort of super powerful guardian of some kind guarding you from your final objective.
Meta.
Did you? It seems like
He's
somewhere.
holding up a fingers like. I don't know why, but I feel like that's metagaming a bit.
We've dungeon crawled quite a few times. You get used to it.
Do you guys hear that? It sounds like something, a wall of some sort is cracking.
I don't know. Looks at the camera.
I don't know. I can see the walls just fine.
Haven't broke. They have not broken yet. You just broke the floor. Take care not to do that. Hip. Just kind of hops over. Caddis, keep up the rear, please. We don't know if anything's coming after us. Aye.
I guess barbarians don't have danger sense yet, then?
Level 2, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think it's level 3.
I think it is level 2, actually.
Sonic,
Huh.
quit quarreling on me.
Well, if it is, then Carrick's is... Or does it only apply to traps he can see?
The traps you know are coming usually, or just ones that you're aware of. Besides, you passed the save anyway, so it wouldn't have made any huge difference.
Weird wording of it, considering you never know when a trap's coming.
It's true. It is very vague wording. Okay, so you guys make it into here.
Oh, yeah, you do have danger sense. You know, uncanny sense of things that aren't there, aren't nearby as it should be. Advantages and dexterity saves against effects you can see, such as traps and spells. Weird.
As you guys enter in, before you, giant ass door. It is clearly operational and still working. And it is thicker than Keith's thighs.
Came back.
Like thick doors, and I cannot lie.
And here I thought Kay had the good ass.
The lore is always changing.
Oh, you can have a good ass, but you can never have a thick good ass.
It's a different level at work here.
Now that was the rookie Scott did way back.
Oh yeah, dump truck.
Dump truck, but
And why is fucking Rince comment back then?
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Shattering stereotypes. All right, so you guys are inside this little room, very dimly lit. It appears that the power is only extending a little bit further than this. What do you do?
Is there any like little tubes I could put the other one in.
Does not appear to be anything receptacle shaped for that. Those appear to be just braces on the door.
So there's no like control pad or anything?
You can roll an investigation for that.
Oh, lovely.
All right, Kiefer, let's roll another nat one.
Oh, shit.
Wow. A 4. An 18. There we go. Aw.
Open sesame.
Pulled your head out of your giant ass.
Wow.
Deepest
All right.
lore.
The deepest, just run up in there.
On the
Deep-
plus side, Kay, you have new art ideas.
This is going to no doubt influence future design interpretations.
Look, if we keep blowing up the ass more, it's going to have to become a Blake commission.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
A little bit more, Blake. Just a little bit more.
Not quite there yet. You're just a little shy.
Yeah, you need to go through the atmosphere.
He
Little
turns into
more.
that Kylo Ren meme a little bit. Oh, you guys are fun to play with. All right.
Love you, Blake.
I don't think I designed Kiefer particularly buxom in that area.
The rolls say otherwise, Kay.
Yeah, I think the dice decided for you.
The dice
think
just
that-
decided you were dummy thick.
Mm-hmm.
In most conditions, that is a very good thing. It's just not for squeezing through ventilation shafts. Now I just need.
She does have a twin, have a tail, so.
This is also true. Note to self: create dryad known as the Colonel.
What?
Huh?
The fuck?
So Kifa can talk to him through a little vocoder thing. Go, "Here, Colonel."
Oh. God damn it. So would that be the kernel of corn?
Yeah, it would.
Triad? Oh.
Yep, serves the blood god. Wow, I can't
Oh.
believe no one's made that joke.
Good. They've made a lot of corn jokes, like yeah, was it cornflakes for the milk? Or no, it was milk for the cornflakes is what the old one.
Find.
Milk for the cornflakes.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Door.
with those higher investigations, you do find a couple of areas on the door that kind of do move when you apply pressure to them. And you guys notice as you pull hands away from those things, you see a faint little afterglow of your hand.
Weird.
Oh. That is interesting. It appears to be scanning in some capacity. I don't know exactly what that's going to mean, but it appears to be keeping someone in or out. It appears to not enjoy... Kind of looks over at Kifa and... You two have a bit of natural magic to you. That's the only one here. Yours is ordained by... Judging by the glow around you, the green glow, I'm going to say... You definitely have your god's blessings on your side, and you are just magical to the bone, pointing over at Kifa and Sam. Carrick says, your magic definitely looks like it was poured down on top of you like a mold. And you, looking over at Deo, no magic at all. Not really. You apply magic through your own intelligence, yes?
Yes, that is how it works.
I have an idea. Why don't you and I step up to the door here and see what happens?
Okay.
All right, so let's press our hands here. She pulls off a glove, exposing her taloned fingers. Oh, that's interesting. Pulls away, and both of your hands, the handprints stay, glowing a different color. Yours being kind of orangey and hers being a bright green. Just kind of a sickly sulfur color almost. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. And as she's saying that, the handprints start to disappear. Oh. It registers something with that. I think this door is scanning for magical residue. What all kinds of spells do you guys happen to have in your possession?
None.
Thaumaturgy, thaumaturgy mostly, but I'd have some sort of latent electrical output, though I can't really implement it to any real extent, I don't think.
That is indeed something.
I have spells of the touch of death and the touch of life at the same time.
Yeah, got some death and got some life.
Gotcha. Well,
And Stan has his breath, but I think he wants to save that.
ideally, I don't want anyone to waste any magic they don't have to. But I think it's scanning for magical residue, which means it needs someone with no magic at all. And unfortunately, Caddis back there has a bit of magic powering him, so I don't know how well that would work either. And given the reaction towards dragons, I don't know if either of you are exactly good for this.
Well, Stan is a gold, but
Yes. Who even knows what that means to them? I'm drawing a blank. There's something to this. The only things I could think of is we either solve this puzzle or we turn out the lights. We shut down the power here, we could potentially get inside.
yes, but then there's no telling what that's going to do to the facility.
Yeah, that's...
And we'd have to fight our new friend.
Yes, most likely. He hit pretty hard, I can say that from experience.
So what would be the intelligence, arcana?
You can roll an arcana for this.
Come on, Kiva.
A 10, okay. You are definitely getting the vibe that what Val is saying lines up. That it is scanning for some kind of magical residue. It appears to be... The fact is that the two that were intelligence-based casters had their handprints linger the longest, but then they eventually shorted out too. Maybe there are steps involved here because each one did show something that laid hands on. When you laid hands down, it was very staticky, very bright. Mambo's was just kind of this Hulk smash, kind of deep green.
Maybe we can. I don't.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's not necessarily trying to scan for anyone who doesn't use magic, as opposed to some sort of steps involved.
That's true. That's true.
Let me try to roll Arcana.
All right. Whoa.
Thank you, Deo.
Okay. Okay, here's what happens. You, as you set your paw down, you hear something very faintly. Over to this corner, you see a little red light over there that blinks on when your hand is inserted, pressed onto the door. And no, it is not a laser pointer.
Good. She keeps one hand on the door and then she quietly points up to the corner to bring it to everybody else's attention. Then she takes her hand off. Does the light go off?
It does, and a little panel on the wall closes up.
She puts it back on.
It opens up again. It is kind of pointing at a specific point with that nat 20. It is pointing right at the center of the door.
She puts her other hand there.
No visible changes.
Takes one hand off, puts the other one there.
No changes.
It is pointing to the center of the door, but when I take my hand off, it closes but when I move my hand, it does not do anything. There is a step here, but I do not know where to go from it.
Well, it reacted to both of our hands. Let me try. Val steps forward and touches. No visible changes. The same panel is open. Taking her little talon off, no change. Appears only one of us is needed for that. Well, let's see if someone else with another magical talent can do something. How about you, Mr. Orc friend, Mambo?
All right. I will step up and put a hand on the door.
Okay. With that nat 20 you rolled, another panel opens right here,
There.
pointing there as well. This one's shooting out a green light.
Green, you try again now. Maybe. It's the same green as Velasquez's hand, right?
Yep.
Perhaps now.
Worth a try. She reaches in and no changes.
So either me or Karax then.
Appears to be scanning based on magical proficiencies, and you and I seem to be similar enough in that. Well, feel free to try, you two. See what happens. I'll keep an eye out.
Tifa, with Sam on her shoulders, presses down.
All right, you press down, and another panel opens up on the ceiling. This one shoots out a little arc of blue light.
There. Perhaps Karax?
As soon as you step
he's
away,
right
the
under
beam
here.
is gone.
Oh.
Yep.
I need to remain here then.
Yep.
We're just all fucking twistering around the store.
It literally is. It literally is.
This is
It's almost like I
left hand
did this
green, right hand blue. Fucking asshole.
Left hand off ass.
Never.
Karax?
On it.
All right. You just kind of reach and
Using Kipa's dummy thick ass as leverage.
Damn it.
wow.
Pulling Tifa.
Look, it's an easy target. It's an easy target. It's hard to miss. We're sorry.
All right.
Once
So,
something funny happens to the other ones of us, then you'll be able to make fun of it too.
and it will happen. I assure you.
Yeah.
Nat 1 should lead to something. Okay, so when you reach in and touch Karax,
Mm-hmm.
there is just this loud from the other side of the door. Then you hear a second later another one. Just sounds like something's moving, and
Well,
with this loud, deafening groan,
we should move.
the door opens. And let us reveal, as the interior is very dimly lit. You can only see about this far in.
Dark vision.
Hell no.
Oh,
No. Hold on. Gotta get back to the right layer. There we go. Fascinating. Well, the dark vision thing is really just that you only can see in black and white in a dim lighting situation. Like seeing on a night vision camera. But as you guys enter in, you see dimly lit on the far back wall. Okay, time to reveal and change some music again.
Oh no. Potentially.
Dude. Assuming it will let me. No, it did not let me. Hold on. There. All right.
What the fuck is this?
Peace.
Does somebody just come in, graffiti, and then leave? What the fuck?
It was Amigo.
Golem got bored and discovered some old oil.
Lord.
All right. Here we go. Let me see how this one sounds. Don't know. No, not that. I've had these musics here for so long that it's kind of hard to remember what all of them even are. Okay, let me see. Yeah, let's just go back to this one. That's the one. All right. So as you all enter in, your footsteps just echo on the metal flooring. This area looks a lot cleaner and a lot better put together than everything else. It's like it's never, with the rush of air coming out at you that is very stale, it feels like this place has not tasted any contact with the outside world in a very, very long time. Before you, you see another one of those bizarre brass titans. This one in far better condition. It immediately just looks over at the lot of you.
Mambo will wave at and go,
Hey there. We don't mean no harm.
I should hope not.
We were told by the other your companion construct
Yes,
to seek you out for knowledge and answers pertaining to the phenomenon, the myth.
it just kind of paces for a moment. I do not know why you seek knowledge. I would learn this.
It has been a long time since this place was constructed, and since then, the mist has only gotten worse. And many answers that were answered before have now been lost.
I see. Kind of faces back. A hand rests on this bizarre contraption. It appears similar to the energy core from before, but it is a lot bigger. And roll a perception check, the lot of you.
Oh,
yay.
if I look fail again.
4,
Yay, thanks, Dave.
7, and 11. Okay. Nothing
Don't
too
worry.
great.
You're in good company.
Yeah, everyone's rolling like Raven usually does now.
Haha, my luck is infectious.
All right. Funny enough, with your highest roll, you and Carrick, you can both see that something in there is moving.
What's in the thing there?
If I knew the answer to that, the mist would probably not be here anymore. It still persists outside, you say? What of the city?
Which cities? There's Keylok, which is it where they're
Verum no longer stands, then. Never heard of Verum, so I'm afraid not. Where was it in relation to here? Just outside, on the shore. This was constructed, this base here, to study.
I've lived alongside Scrimshaw all my the lake all my life, and I've encountered no such city or even ruins of cities. It's just nothing but forest, trees, mountains.
Its alloyed fist just clenches and starts shaking as every word comes out of your mouth. Why did they lock me in here? To look after this thing?
Mambo will step up just a little closer to it. Not like he keeping a respectful distance, especially like just out of grabby range.
It makes no visible sign that it notices you. Are you trying to look in a little bit closer?
He's actually focused on the robot.
Ah, gotcha. All right.
Well, you's got a choice then. Because yous can make a life all on your own.
Caddis is actually keeping quiet and observing this. Kind of keeping to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Val does step forward a little bit, though. There is... Well, there's only one city that we know of left. Kylock still stands. Forgun was lost about 20 years ago to fire giants. Nasty business. But beyond that, that's all there is. But I'm sure if we could go to Kylock there, take you with us, perhaps we could get some answers? It looks over at her for a moment, then just kind of returns back to gazing at the tank. Just, no. Cannot leave this thing here. Alone. Unguarded. Someone has to watch it. Make sure it does nothing harmful.
Then will you object if we bring people here?
No one. If the cities are gone, and only Kylock remains, then that would take far too great an amount of time to leave it in. This kind of gives all of you the up-down. Taking specific note to look at what all of you are wielding, what all you're carrying, how capable you all look. You would not be equipped to deal with it, nor would anyone within your capacity.
Do you have a name for this thing?
We do not know. None of us knew. It was an unknown.
Okay.
But you said a town is here.
A small town of...
Then that means that it was being put to some sort of good use. There's a small amount of comfort in that. Have you ever... Tell me. The valley. Have you ever noticed how little the mist was there compared to the mountain peaks nearby or in the forests?
So it was caused by this thing being powering this facility.
This thing, the mist is repelled by it,
What?
as far as we know. We managed to contain it, and I have made sure it would not escape. And I have done everything within my power to keep myself functional to do so. It has been far too long since anyone has come here, I suppose.
This thing, is it alive?
Somehow, yes. It is a magical being. A life form of which we have no way of classifying. It defies the rules of the way things are supposed to work just by existing. It is an unknown.
Is
And
is it sentient, or can it speak or think or...
Kaifa, can you roll a wisdom save for me real quick?
Oh.
Good. I was hoping for a lower roll.
Oh,
Faintly in your head, as you say that, you just hear the faintest little "Help me." Just you.
Is it telepathic?
So, I'm guessing a 19 hits you.
Oh.
Yeah.
As soon as you say that, It turns and it just starts charging right towards you. And it tries to clock you as hard as it can, just bulldozing past, getting in your range. And with that, you take
Fucking hell.
5 points of bludgeoning damage as the thing just punches down, just saying, "It's too late. They were right. It's gotten in all of your heads. You can't leave. It's too late." And I need some initiatives.
Fuck.
You hate to see it happen. Did I roll? I don't think.
Clever. You put us in a situation where we couldn't talk our way out of it. So otherwise, we were doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, Keefe didn't like getting hit at all.
Oh, wait. No, that's a better one. Nah, not that one. That one's a little loud anyway.
Little
This
boom
works better.
shakalaka.
How many points did Keefe take?
5. 5 points of bludgeoning as it just
Ugh.
clocked you, undercut you into the belly.
We're getting all anime up in here.
And a boo.
10 is down to 13.
It's like, oh dear. It's like, Caddis just sighs. Blades just come out of his hands. Just, I'd hope for something better than this. All right, so initiatives. Okay, wow, it's still the same ones as the old ones. Thought I cleared those. Dude.
Keefe has a 20, which I imagine Sandra's going to go right after her.
Yeah, I'll just put him after you for this. Okay, so let me just add all of you in. I apologize. It's going to take a moment.
He's riding on her back, so him reacting the same time she does makes sense.
It does.
It won't
Okay.
make sense when it's bigger, but
20. Okay, so 15 for Mambo.
you can put like a Santa 19.
Yeah. All right. Let's add. Bless you.
Right.
Two.
Thank you.
So Mambo got a 15. Carix, you got a 14. You guys rolled some pretty good initiatives here. What do you know? It turns out the old stereotype is true. Combat is when the good rolls come out. All right, now to roll for these bad boys.
Please.
That one from Val. She was completely hoping this did not go this way. So that is just a, with her dex, I believe that is a 5. So Caddis. Caddis is a 19, so he'll be going relatively early.
With his dex, he'll probably be ahead of Keefe and Dayu.
He has a 19, so he'd be... I'll just have him go after you. 19 is what he had with all of his stuff.
Alright, so I'll go after Sand then.
Yep. And then lastly, this guy. Okay, that is with his rather impressive dex score. I'm lying. Okay, that is with his dex. Wow, yeah, he actually has a minus to dex, so that will be from this guy.
Even at not 20, I think that would be an 18.
Yep. He has a -2 to it, so that's a 10 from him. So he will be going relatively low on the order. Okay, so this guy just bulldozed right towards, no warning, and just sucker punched Kifa in the gut for saying what she did. He is just laser focused on you, seeing red, and you just hear him saying, "It's in your head. I'm sorry. I have to stop it. I have to stop you." And that brings us to Dayu. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, this worked before, so she's gonna try it.
Toll the dead on him. Okay. He's not taking damage yet, but that should still be interesting to see the effects of. Okay, so that he has to roll wisdom. Which, he has a better wisdom score than I thought he would.
He old.
Nah, he still fails, so he takes 6 points. Okay, so 6 points of necrotic to him. He does not resist that. His body just kind of vibrates a little bit in the back with that spell you unleash. You just see a dent appear in him, shaped this little perfect circle in his back, like he'd been punched by some kind of invisible force. He just rises up, just head turning back towards you all. Just, I'm so sorry, all of you. And that's 6 points. Okay. Kifa, it's your turn. Unless there's
Alright.
something else Day you wanted to do.
Yeah, she's gonna move a little bit away.
Would Kifa be flanking if she was?
From right where you are, technically you are flanking with Mambo.
It's. I was only asking a bloody question.
You heard it. You can't be allowed to leave.
Well, I hear
Alright.
voices all the time, so that's nothing new.
Alright, so what do you do?
Kifa has no choice, so
Okay. A 9.
You tempt me.
That is just... Roll 20 is not being nice to you tonight.
Technically
Yeah.
11 if we're flanking.
One thing, but nat ones all night, and then all the nat 20s I'm seeing is on the other side.
Yeah, that is horrible. I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, that does not hit. So you unsheath the blade and swing out, and it just catches onto the gauntlet. It is looking down at you, and its face is more expressionate than you thought it would, and it genuinely looks sorrowful for what it is about to do, or attempt to do, rather. All right, so what do you have Sand do? All right. Okay.
Oh. Kifa's feeling spite. Alright. Son. Okay. If he does this.
Go right ahead. I want to see what happens.
Son, breathe.
Okay. And... All right. What's the save he has to beat?
I think that's a 13 dex.
Okay. Well, his dex is shit. So let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah. No, he ain't passing that. All right. Roll your damage. Delicious damage. Okay, San. As it swings down, deflects, just looking down at you, it's like that classic moment where everything just... It feels like you're getting mocked a little bit, and then it's a say hello to my little friend as San's body just... These little lights along his sails on his back just light up a little bit, kind of like Godzilla 14's did.
I imagine his neck is glowing like Ghidorah when he's doing the through.
Oh, it turns into that by the end of it, yeah. San looks very focused because this thing is intimidating to him. He has never seen anything this big or humanoid, for that matter, coming at him, and he is clearly out to hurt you. So he belches out a blast of lightning, which catches it and knocks it back a little bit. And it is not like that damage one bit. So he takes...
With the 60-foot line, so...
That it does. Okay, 16. That is... Okay, that was a sizable hit on him. And let me roll a D100 here to see if anything happens with you hitting everything behind him. Okay. It doesn't seem to damage any of the machinery or anything, but you can definitely see, for a brief moment, all of you nearby, unless you are all turned away from that, you could see with the light from the lightning blast something jumping back in the air in shock. You're not entirely sure what it was. It was a very, very second-long glimpse, but something was in there, and it moved at the sight of that sudden flash of light.
Something was in the cage?
Yep. All right, so if that's Sand's turn, you two are going to stand your ground.
Well, we can't move, else he gets attack of opportunity.
This is true. All right. Caddis. It is his turn. Okay, my Warforged lad. Let's see what you decide to do here. Pull up your sheet. Okay. Stuff at a level this rogue can do. All right. Caddis is going, because he's a scout, he can do this. Caddis will run up, short sword in his hand, and by that I mean literally coming out of his hand. And that definitely hits. So Caddis does this, and he gets sneak attack too because someone's nearby. So it's a d6 on its own. It takes 8 points of piercing damage from him. As he stabs in, he just kind of leans in and goes, "See reason, you outmoded pile of..." Just before he could say anything, he gets pushed back. But he did do some damage there, and with the sneak attack, part of the blade gets chipped off and stuck inside of him a little bit. So that is 8 points from Caddis, and then his sneak attacks. Whew, an additional 11 points. So that is 8 plus 11. Whew, 19 points to him from Caddis. And because Caddis is a scout, bonus action dashing away a little bit too. So he's going to move all the way over to here, get a tactical position.
Scout's fun.
Yes, it is. All right. So that's his turn. We are now looking at you, Mambo.
All right, I'm going to cast. Let's see if I do this correctly. Bless on my 3 PC guys.
Mm-hmm.
I can only do 3 people, and I may as well do the 3 people who matter. Sorry, NPCs.
No worries.
A D4 you can add on to any attack or saving throw.
Nice.
Could probably help because I don't know how high this fucker's armor is. And I'm just gonna kind of move to help sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Sandwich.
And then Mambo's gonna kind of point at him and just kind of fiery wrath.
Very good.
Fucking blazing, going,
I say, you think you're on the path, but when you attack for no reason and kill for no reason, your path is wrong.
I don't kill for no reason. It just looks right at you with righteous eyes, and if that's your turn, we are now at you, Carix.
All right. Okay, first I'm going to activate my good old friend Rage.
Very nice.
All right, my eye turn into like the slits again.
Mhm.
He lets out a hiss, and he goes to here, adding another layer to the sandwich.
Mm.
And he is going to swing two-handed.
Oh, unfortunately, not enough. All right.
With a bless, you can probably get it with a bless if you want to.
add a D4 to it if you like.
You can add a D4 if you wish. It's the only one you can use.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
All right, roll a D4.
All right, D4.
Unfortunately, still not enough.
Yeah,
You swing down with both hands with the axe, burying it into the gauntlet of it from its other hand. It's holding you back it is not showing any visible signs of strain. It just looks over at you and goes, so they still do that to this day, too. What a shame. I'm sure you were quite beautiful once.
Bitch, I'm beautiful now.
All right, so it is now his turn, which means, Yep. Okay, so San, Kifa, Mambo, and Carix,
Yeah?
you all take 4 points of fire damage.
Wait, isn't that resisted on me?
Yeah, so you only take 2.
Oh yeah.
So as just these vents open up on its body, and just this super hot cloud of steam just erupts out, getting in your eyes, every little fold of you, heating up your skin, burning it, peeling it a little bit. It is painful.
Keith is at half health now.
No. I have to do a constitution check, don't I? For
Concentration, yes. You have to do concentration for bless.
All right. Shit. I have to do a constitution saving throw. What is the DC? Just a 10?
It's just a straight up 10.
Okay.
No mods added in usually.
Oh.
Oh, just shy of it. Bless drops, I'm afraid, from that. You get
I used bless on it.
you didn't put it on yourself.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. I am curious if that would work though.
That's a very fuzzy DM allowing it kind of roll, yeah. So yeah, bless drops, unfortunately. But it happens. And after seeing that all of you took a hit from that, let me see what he's going to decide to do here. Yeah, he's no dummy. Oh, you are so lucky, Kifa. That is a 9 to hit you.
I know what he was gonna do. I remember last time, motherfucker.
All right, so he reaches out with the
soup.
Yep. About to go all brazen bull on your ass. So he reaches out, fist curling in, but it is so telegraphed and so easy to see as it's coming that you just duck out of the way as the fist just whiffs overhead. You just hear this ratchet noise as it returns back to the proper joint. You just see a little bit of frustration on its mechanical face for a moment. And with that, we're at Velasquez's turn. Okay, let me see here. Does she know anything about that? Yeah, she's smart enough to figure that out. Okay, she knows that heat metal's not really going to work on a robot with such a strong internal heat source. So she's going to pull out another one of her fun things. She channels Muskie into her hand. So let me just go back to her sheet. Oh, I really hoped it wouldn't have to come to this. And where is her sheet at? It is right there. There we go. And there is... okay. I have to look this up real quick. I don't remember everything here. Oh, I picked the Intcaster for an NPC. Why did I do this to myself? All right, here we go. No, that won't work. That's everyone else will get caught in the way there. So, okay. Okay, that's what she's going to do. She holds out Muskie, turns a dial on it, and Muskie's dial turns into a bright blue. And she sends Muskie up a little bit closer to the thing, to about... Right. She'll advance closer herself in this case. So, Kifa, Mambo, and Carix, you all get... how much is it here? It is... Okay. Ooh, nice roll from Velasca. You guys get 12 temporary hit points.
You put it on Healbot mode.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun one.
Is that added to my health?
It's temporary. Think of it like a armor in a way.
On the sheet, there's 2 boxes. There's current hit points, and right below it is temporary.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah. What did she have for her spell list again? And any interesting infusions she might have. Trying to remember what all I gave her. No, nothing particularly helpful there. I need something she can use as a bonus action. So I'm going to go back to her spell list.
Usually activating the cannon is a bonus action.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The cannon is the bonus. Okay. In that case, because it's also not spell, she's used a lot of her spell slots already, though, so let me think. Oh, that's fun. She looks over at you, Carix. It's like, all right, big fella, you're about to get a lot bigger. And she's going to cast Enlarge Reduce on you. So it is like the Mario mushroom noises as you are now one size larger. You just grow up to the point where you are almost eye level with this thing. Everything you're carrying comes with you.
Oh, yeah. And Carix is just... He has his mask on, but if you could see under it, he'd just be beaming right now. He is elated.
I will copy paste what this spell does into the Discord real quick. There you go. So when you are enlarged, basically, let's see. Till the spell ends, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saves. Your weapons do an extra d4 of damage.
Oh, nice.
All right, so that is all she can do. You are now large.
I can wait. What do you have planned? All right, I can wait.
Anything else? All right, so we are back up the round to Deo.
Okay. Well. Since it's already damaged.
Very nice. Good damage.
It does still have the wisdom saving throw to take half.
Yes, it does. Which it unfortunately succeeds on in this case. But that's still...
Speaking of, you have the Toll of the Dead set up to add one of your stats to it.
Yeah, that should just be
12.
That should still be max.
Yeah, it's 12.
So it just takes 6 points of damage from that. Yeah, that's right. Toll the Dead doesn't add modifiers.
I don't have a modifier on it.
It says it does. It has a +3 on there.
That's a pretty easy thing to miss.
Hold on, where is it?
Yeah, it does. +3 int.
Why the fuck was that on there? Because
it's easy to miss.
It's just the blank fucking thing there.
It's all right. We know that it's max damage still. That's still really good.
Roll 20, you fucking asshole.
Roll 20 is being funny tonight. Almost spiteful.
Okay,
So
it's blank.
Yeah, it's the when you go in to see, if it has like a modifier, it's just the blank. There's no modifier added.
So it has hang on a minute. Attack.
Dash. The dash.
Yeah, the dash.
There's nothing added to it. I'm checking it. Roll it again. See, now it doesn't have it.
that is weird.
Yeah. Roll twice just be...
That is very, very weird. But either way, the damage is calculated. He still passed the save of the 19 on the die, so that's only 6 points.
So
But
how's
still,
he looking?
he still looks pretty good. He's taken a few dings and a few bruises and whatnot on his metallic carapace, but he still looks pretty hella motivated.
Yeah, they're both.
So, which means, this is a boss fight. He's not going to go down in one round. So, if you have anything else, Dayu?
She's gonna continue to just kind of make sure that she's not in line with anybody. So if it targets her, it would have to target only her.
Gotcha. All right, so that brings us to you, Kifa.
Alright, let's Pause this again. That hits, I think.
That actually does hit him, yes.
+2.
Yep. So 7 points, not bad. You just kind of... All right. As you cut in with your blade, you notice that it's not quite cutting as hard as you thought it would for the amount of force you threw in there.
Right. Was this...
But it still
Also,
does sink in.
Sand's beam actually did 2 more damage because it has a +2. So earlier when it said 16, it should actually have been an 18.
I don't think that's how it works for damaging and saves and whatnot for
That's
that.
just how it is with his character sheet for some reason.
It's weird. Saves usually are pretty flat. So you managed to hit him. You cut in a little bit. You actually got through the chink in his armor this time. He tried to deflect it, but you slipped it past him and got it right at the base of the elbow. It's just turning to look, realizing more and more that it is surrounded.
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 And
I've abused you.
move out of
That's
its
so
range,
fast.
use an action.
Say again?
Intentionally performing the attack of opportunity.
All right. So what did you say you were doing? You cut out a little bit there.
She's going to move out of its range a bit so to provoke, to use up its reaction.
All right. It definitely does take a swing at you. And it misses with an 11.
Whew.
Alright, so Tifa is now going to... move back here.
You are hugging that wall to get away as it takes a swing and just haymakers right on past you, whiffing into the air. Do not run. I will come after you. This whole place will come after you. And unless you're going to have Sand do anything else...
He can't use another beam, so...
Nope. Unless you want him to get into physical tussles.
He doesn't want to do that.
No, he doesn't. Wow, speaking for your own child. What a tiger mom you are. All right, so Caddis's turn. All right, Caddis is a rogue, so he's going to think shifty eyes all like. Caddis is going to move towards the canister.
Oh, shit.
He doesn't even say anything to him. Doesn't even try to get his attention. Just blades just come out of his wrists. And he's going to attack and try to break into the canister. He says absolutely nothing to anyone in the process of this.
Oh, lovely.
That definitely gets through the DC to cut through the glass, which is good because his weapons technically count as magical. So Caddis's arm blade just... You all hear this hissing, squealing sound of glass. Very thick glass, spidering out and veining a little bit as his blade just sinks further and further in. Saying absolutely nothing, just, if it's so important, then let's see how much you're willing to die to defend it. And damage to the door. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Interesting. Okay, it does not break, but as you just have a little bit of exposure to air, this strange blue smoke just starts emanating out into the air. And you hear these bizarre squealing sounds that do not sound like anything any of you have heard before. And that is his turn. Mambo, go.
Huh. I don't know what to do now. Fucking Caddis. I think I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna hold my action to clobber the robot or to clobber the mist if either one approaches. I don't know what the fuck to do in this weird ass situation now.
Keeping you guys on your toes. Tricky like that. All right.
It'll be my turn.
Okay, holding your action, which means, Carix, you are Lorge. What do you do with your Lorge?
Okay, if I move to here, would it get an attack of opportunity on me?
It doesn't if you stay in its range.
Okay,
keep
so,
reaction so it wouldn't.
Yep, yeah, and he also did use his attack of opportunity already.
okay, cool.
You're welcome.
Okay. I am gonna. Alright, so I am flanking old Mambo, and I'm swinging my two-handed battle axe again.
That hits.
Oh, thank God!
17.
8 slashing, and you get to add another d4.
Plus
All
2.
right. Oh, yeah, plus 2 because you're raging.
13.
13
Nice.
damage.
That's
That
a
is
good
still
stat.
cut in. Yeah, that's still cut in half because he's resistant to non-magical, but that's still definitely hurt. So you just lean down. You are as big as he is almost. Your axe just sinks in right into the joint where his shoulder meets his neck.
Mm-hmm.
It sinks in a little bit. You bring down extra pressure on it using your mass. It is actually bowing down, gets down on one knee at one point, superhero landing style. But it just kind of rises its head back up to look at you as it takes that damage.
All right. And I think I'm going to end my turn here.
Very good. All right, so you and Mambo have not left its range yet. So that is... Yep. Gotta roll them bones again. Oh boy. Okay.
Good.
You two just both take 2 points of fire damage. Carrick's cut down to 1. As the steam...
Oh no, your temporary HP.
Oh, no.
Oh no, doesn't hurt at all.
Oh,
Yep.
no. It tickled.
Took a single point. All right. Seeing that isn't working, and then seeing that Velasquez, it just kind of scans the room, and when it locks eyes on Caddis, you just hear the voice just drones. It is like almost like Reaper sound effects from Mass Effect coming out of this thing's mouth as it sees that. Just this loud foghorn noise as it rises up. And because Caddis is an idiot who can't think beyond the immediate, its body starts to shift. As if some sort of ancient programming was awakened within it. And it's replaced as its body twists, contorts, and expands into this. Oh, wait, no, I accidentally activated him again.
Into an even more golden god.
Yeah.
The exact same, except fucking ripped.
All right.
Back with flowing locks of platinum hair.
Oh, God.
As you guys see, something a little less majestic looking. The body just seems to break into itself, twist. It doesn't quite line up perfectly, and you see this.
Ooh.
What was a humanoid-like body and frame becomes an asymmetrical, almost arachnid-like form, as it with a towering head, long spread-out legs, the hands becoming something more akin to pincers. Traitor. And it just starts to move towards Caddis, just laser focused on the boy.
But hey, that means Mabo and Karis get
Yep.
back up. The...
That you do.
Oh,
Practically
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
shit.
you can't
nice.
be all.
Oh.
Heaven and hell. All right. Carrick's, that one hits. Jesus. All right.
And plus my D4.
Plus
Correct.
the D4 and plus 2. So 19, 20. Jesus. 8, 21 plus 2. Yeah, 23 damage.
Crunch.
As you just axe just sinking right into it. It's not happy about that.
Yeah,
At all.
yeah, he's going for the arms. Like those
Yep.
things have done damage, and he does not like that at all.
That is a meaty ass hit, not gonna lie. Even with damage resistances. Alright, so say that. Alright, Mambo, I'm gonna have to roll severity here, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Alright. That is a 52. So
Mediocre.
I'm gonna yeah, it's pretty mediocre in that regard. I will say that as you take a swing at it, it kind of bats you aside as it's stepping past you, and you lose your footing from the force of its footfalls, and you are prone, and you do get no damage done. But it
Okay.
is not focused on you. It moves towards Caddis, and
Poor bastard.
Quick question:
yes.
does my 20 get anything, or did it?
Oh, yeah. I suppose that could merit an awesome roll.
Excellent.
I mean, you are currently large.
Mhm.
Nah, that's a 44. Not quite enough to get anything super ecstatic.
Okay.
Just to allow you to flavor and say that you went for the back of the head and hit it really good. Sunk in. Maybe a... Yeah, that's it. All right, so with it there in front of Caddis, just absolutely livid in every sense of the word, you just hear this winding sound in the back of the head and see this giant gear and piston start emerging from the back of the head as it just focuses in on him. And it breathes fire right onto the poor roguish boy. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw, which fortunately he is a rogue. Oh no, I spoke too soon. That was a 2. Caddis is taking full damage here. Oh boy.
Fortunately, he is a rogue. The
Fortunately,
dice say fuck you.
Damn it, Caddis. Okay, so failing the save, Caddis's sword is still kind of lodged into the glass. Ooh. That is... Oh, that's almost max. Caddis takes 19 points of fire damage.
And cunning dodge it.
I don't think that works on saves. That's evasion. This is a saving throw, not an attack roll, but, well, no, that is having damage, so... Yeah, so 19 cut down to 8. He does just kind of manage to skirt out of the way, hiding, letting the glass take the brunt of it, but he still gets burnt pretty bad. You see a lot of his really fancy-ass cloak and robes are starting to singe off a little bit, and you see a little bit of his frame underneath. And it is pretty ornate looking, not gonna lie. And he doesn't look happy about the fact that his clothes just got burned. It's very much a Spaceballs, they shot my hair moment. So, with the fire...
Oh, no, I am naked. Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Oh dear, you fool. My sexiness makes me stronger.
You didn't even try to buy him dinner first before you stripped him.
Activating nettled protocol.
Two photorealistic eyebrows just pop onto his head.
No. He takes a Sharpie and draws angry eyebrows on his head.
These are permanent.
It's like, I am now angry. Okay, so
Jimmy's, they are rustled.
just does the Rogel Dorn. I am now angry.
Hoo-ha!
Okay, so its turn is spent. Let's add this boy in to the place in the initiative instead. Oh, that is a 10, not a 20. So that brings us to Val's turn. She just sees this clockwork abomination emerge before her. Says, oh, dear. Sorry, Caddis. And let me see what she can do here. Spellcasters. It's not bad. That's not bad. Not quite what I'm looking for. All right. She will keep up the temporary hit points for you guys. And she is going to launch out of her wrist a little canister that explodes all around it in a shower of sparks, and she's going to try to cast Fairy Fire on it. And her saving throw and all that. It actually fails. Nice.
Hooray!
All right. It is fairy fired and glowing like a disco ball. Unfortunately, Caddis is also within that range, but well, nope. Caddis fails too. Caddis is now even more handsome.
Oh God, it's like Squidward in the door.
You feel you get a very brief vision of Noblong in your head as he's just engulfed in sparkling light, Mambo.
Somewhere off the distance, Noblong pauses, turns, and goes, "A worthy foe," or rather,
It's like, "Huh." All right. With that, all right, we are back up the round. Dayu, this thing got bigger and scarier. What do you do?
Well, she's gonna take her movement first. And get back here. And she's just gonna go ahead and do this again. Hopefully without the fucking bullshit roll 20, thank you.
That did it. Okay. Yep, that's correct. Okay. See if he rolls them bones. Oh, wow. It almost landed on a nat 20, but it rolled away. Okay. He fails. He takes the damage. Not bad at all. Once again, just this little pop in its armor appears. This denting appears in there. And it does not notice you. It is laser focused on Caddis and this tank. And if that is you, are you going to move or do anything else?
Oh, she already took her movement. Moving over
Gotcha.
there, so.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, it is you two's turn.
Kifa's gonna. Son,
Well,
see if you can charge that thing up again. Hold back until then.
okay.
She's basically telling Stan to hold back and see if you can recharge that thing.
Okay.
Like his action.
Okay. So what do you do?
Kifa, since she has advantage. Alright, if he's. Alright, Ernick, don't fail me now. Well, you have last few times, but. Knock on wood!
Oh, nice. That hits.
Hey, it actually worked.
You're welcome, you hear Velasca say as this echoes out across the room. 7 points. Still resistance, but hey, very good.
some idiot messed with the sights.
It wasn't calibrated. All right.
And Stan Kifa is telling him to see if he can recharge this thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, functionally, he technically can't, so he will just send his action in place, just trying to think of that.
But RP wise.
Absolutely. All right, so Stan is waiting in place. You actually fire off a shot, and you just hear it echoes. First you think it bounced off, but then there's a vent of steam coming out of the back that wasn't there before. It's like, oh, hey, it actually worked. All right, so with your turn out of the way, there is one other hidden thing on the initiative. Something I've been very excited to do for a while.
Oh.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Okay, so because this technically counts as a lair action.
Oh no.
Oh, don't worry. It is not even remotely going to be connected to you. Okay. Okay. Let me just roll a d8 here. Have to find out exactly what's going to happen. A 7. That's interesting. Okay, so Here we go. The glass around the cracks, all of a sudden, without any real warning at all, you just hear this, and something shoots out of the crack and hits this thing square in the mug. And let me see what exactly happens here. What was on that list again? I have to pull it up again. How? Half of its body just shuts down and it goes prone.
Come again.
As soon as this beam of energy, some kind of unknown thing coming out of the glass hits it, it's like one of its arms, a few of its legs, a couple of its eyes go out, and it just falls over onto one side. Like half of its power is just out, and it is prone.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
You don't see any other immediate effects. And Kifa, in your head again, you just briefly hear, "Hope that helps." So, with that out of the way, we are now at Caddis's turn. Caddis is going, after seeing this rather impressive display, looks into the glass for a moment, steps back shocked, kind of bumps the back of his foot into the fallen leg of this machine and just, oh shit, turns around and just stabs right into him. Okay. Ugh. Wow, Caddis, you rolling that one.
Isn't it an
Verifier.
Verifier prone?
Yeah, if he's prone, then yeah, it is technically advantage with a melee attack.
Also verifier.
IRL heaven or hell. So the roll is in that 20. Which means even sneak attack is doubled.
Oh.
Okay, so short sword. I'm going to need a lot of d6s for this. Okay, so here's that. Okay, so that's 12 points base damage.
Damn.
And with the sneak attack added in... Oh, Lord, that's a lot of d6s. Here we are. That is... Yep, 22 points of damage altogether. As Caddis just stabs the blade right in. And you just hear him, he says something under his breath that you can't quite make out.
But we all know, nothing personnel. Kid.
If that's what you wish to hear, that is what you heard. All right, so with that is a sizable chunk. All right, so Caddis's turn out of the way. He just kind of looks over at the lot of you as a free action and goes, "Be careful. We don't know who to trust here. We may not have as many friends as we think we do. I don't know how to describe what's in there, but it's definitely something I've never seen before." And that brings us to Mambo.
All right. First, gonna stand up. See how far I can go. That takes half my movement to stand up, so at most I can get to here, which sounds good to me. And what can I see into the cage from here?
You can look through the crack, yes. You're a little further away, so you'd need to roll a perception to get a good look.
Would that take my action?
It would in this case, yes.
I think my action is better taken smacking the robot.
Smack robot.
Smack that robot like it owes you money.
Okay, that is unfortunately not enough.
That's Fairy Fire, that's 13, and I am flanking, which is 15.
Yeah, still not enough. unfortunately.
Oh, its AC got buffed.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
So you take a swing down, but the maul just kind of bounces off of the metal a little bit.
I'm just useless this session.
It happens sometimes. All right. Carrix?
Okay. I'm assuming it's in my movement speed, so I'm just gonna move here.
It is prone.
All right. Gonna loom up above it, and I'm gonna swing down my axe.
Definitely hits.
Boom. And
Okay.
plus the D4.
Plus 2. Yep, plus D4 and 2, so plus 5, 14 points, cut down to 7. Not bad at all. All right, you cut into him pretty good. You're starting to see more sparks coming out of this bad boy. It is just absolutely reeling as suddenly all of the lights come back on and it tries to get back up onto its feet using half its movement. Seeing all three of you surrounding it once more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's no dummy. It is a dummy enough to roll a nat 1. All right, so severity.
It hits the glass.
With a 97, it does.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
It just I'm imagining like it gets up but goes into Carrix and then just falls back into the glass.
Yeah, that's basically what happens. It leans up, lurches around at you, tries to bite you with this large mechanical maw all of a sudden. You just grab it with each hand, prying it open with your axe, and push it back, and the spiky exterior of this thing's back sinks into the glass, and it all but shatters in a cloud of blue smoke. And, oh boy, I get to reveal him before the fight's done. You guys see, I'm going to actually reveal him rather than show his token right away. Okay, let me edit him to show to the players. All right, you guys see this.
Hello?
Should be there in handouts.
Oh. Okay, handouts.
Where are handouts?
Mysterious note?
Yep,
Oh,
Where are handouts?
down there at the bottom of the journal.
fucking damn it. Shit.
Oh,
All right, so. Yep, over there in the journal where all your character sheets and whatnot are, it'll be down at the bottom.
Do any of us know what this is?
This is not a known creature to your characters, no.
Alright, just checking.
As the smoke clears, you just see this floating sphere with a single large eye in the center, surrounded by stalks and a bioluminescent fin of some kind on its back. It just looks around at all of you very peaceably, very calmly. Let me put his token on here. I've been waiting to do this. Dude.
Baby Rhaegar.
And it turns to look at the construct and just the eye just there's this light coming out from the inside of it. It's not his turn yet though, so he also has a 20 on the die. You know what? Let's be fair here and just give him another initiative roll all his own. Okay, a 10 plus his stuff. Not the worst thing in the world. Hold on here. What is the dexterity modifier of this classic D&D monster? You guys have no idea what it is.
Yeah, absolutely zero idea.
Not a clue.
Power. Okay, so it's plus 2. So he has a 12. He will be going right before the machine. It just looks up at all of you and just, thank you. You just faintly hear in all of your heads. And it's now Val's turn, and Val, she has no idea what she's looking at either. Just thinks been in that cage for how long? Looks over at the construct again, just okay. Twists the dial on Muskie and Force Ballista. Yeah, that definitely does. Nope, that doesn't hit. Alaska fires off an energy shot at it, and it just kind of sinks in and impacts on the armor, but does nothing. Oh dear. She's going to back away over here, and that puts us back up to the top of the turn order. So, this complicates things, doesn't it?
What the fuck? What the goddamn fuck? So she's just gonna move a little bit back and go for another shot.
I swear to God, if it says, I used to pal around with the amazing Frank Cofisto in the day, I'm going to shoot somebody.
Oh, he's not going to say that. All right, so...
Not
he rolled a nat 20 on the save.
It wasn't that good that time anyway, so...
Okay, so still takes the damage. It's just 1. Okay. Admittedly, it's pretty easily flavored. You are having a hard time focusing, looking at that giant bowl of what the fuck that is. So,
Absolute shit.
I'm not shit, you hear in your head.
Why the fuck did they put you in a cage for that fucking long? Holy shit! People are assholes.
Alright, so, your turn, Kiva.
What?
Val just kind of shouts over to you. Questions later, stabbing now.
Alright. Is this thing prone again, or?
It is still up. It knocking, trust me, a 97 severity knocking this thing loose was a very worthy goal.
Alright, son, let's get into it.
Okay.
The fairy fire is still on the thing, right?
Yes, it is.
Alright, so that's advantage, alright.
Definitely hits.
And son.
Okay. Sand hits as well. Okay, 11 points altogether, even though that's cut in half. Not bad. Oh, man, you're starting to see some signs of weakness coming out of this big boy. All right. With that out of the way, it's Caddis's turn. Caddis just gazes into one of the eye stalks of this rotund, floating eyeball monstrosity. And just looks back at the machine and goes, I have so many questions about who made me. Now I'm not sure I want to know them. Answered. And he will go in for a stab. Unfortunately, Caddis misses. Oh, wait, no advantage. He does get advantage. Yes, he does. Oh, that second roll was lower than the first one. Damn it. Caddis goes into swing. He gets parried away with his sword arm by its pincers, which brings us to Mambo's turn.
How's Caddis looking like physically? Is he looking all right?
He did get set on fire, so he took some damage from that.
Like, he's not looking too bad, just kind of a little worn.
He looks like a little more fragile than you expected for this big bad dredger that came in. You get the vibe with your own paladin senses and whatnot that if this thing really unloaded on him again, he might not make it through.
All right. I'm going to shift over to him and give him 8 hit points.
8. Very good. Okay. He is healing back up, just looks over at you. It's very interesting seeing this done on someone made of metal. You're seeing the scorch marks and silt and scratches and all that kind of fade into a pristine, smooth surface.
Gork don't fucking care. You heal.
See, much obliged. And is that turn?
Yep.
All right, Carix, go for it.
All right. Second verse, same as the verse.
Definitely hits.
All right. Plus my D4.
+2.
Plus 2.
So 16 plus 2, 18 damage. Nice. Even if it's cut in half.
So 9.
Okay. Yep, 9 altogether. Oh, man. He's starting to look a little bad. You are just hacking away at him. Some of the spines on his back are just barely on there. They're just dangling down. You just hear sounds of wires moving back and forth. So, is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. It is now the mysterious being's turn. The tank boy.
I wonder what it shall behold.
Oh, what secrets you are about to witness. Gaze upon this creature
We must
and
never
witness
speak.
the kiss of death.
We must never speak its name, for it is forbidden.
All right. Let me roll again to see what happens here. I found a very fun website that let you customize your own beholder.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
that's really cool.
It allowed you to pick eye stalks, eye beams, eye sizes, colors, everything. This boy is a product of that.
Oh, explains a couple things.
So, let's roll that D8 again. Okay. Not the most useful of things, but that could be interesting in this regard. Yeah? Okay. I gotta look up what this spell does again. This is a weird one. And I mean that literally. He's casting weird.
What the fuck?
Spells. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, weird is a 9th level spell.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I actually forgot about this. Drawing on the deepest fears of a group of creatures, you create illusory creatures in their minds visible only to them. Each creature in a 30-foot radius that you choose must make a wisdom save or become frightened. Calls on deepest fears and has a wisdom save for 4d10 psychic damage.
Oof.
It is who it chooses, and funny enough, the eye focuses and it only shoots at the machine. And with its shitty wisdom, let's see what happens here. That's a low roll right there.
Oh no! No. Digimon the movie! Angela Anaconda! No!
Yeah. You joke, but it does start to see in its own head. You all kind of see this. You see this mysterious eye-like being beginning to grow and multiply all across the room because there is technically a sphere radius. You are all seeing these visions. It is like Diaboromon in this room now, just crawling with these little eyeball thingies all over the room.
Boromon all with like little fucking dinner handkerchiefs.
Yep.
All licking their lips.
Mm-hmm. And this thing is just reeling. It does not know where to look. It has fallen for it, and it takes 4d10 of psychic damage. And because of a very unique thing about this thing is not actually immune to psychic, unlike most constructs. So this could hurt him pretty bad. All right. 14. 12. Yeah, it takes 26 points of psychic damage. And it has to roll the save every turn to continue taking that amount.
Also, the
Jeez.
Triton doesn't have to move its max movement speed away from it.
Yeah, it cannot move towards it. It has to move away. 26 points. Man, he is not looking good now. You're all seeing this. It is admittedly none of your worst fears, but it's not targeting you guys when it clearly could do a lot of damage. So, with its turn done. The horror has to beeline as far away from him as possible, which means that is an attack of opportunity from all of you.
Oh, potential.
With advantage because
fairy fire.
Oh, yeah.
So all 4 of those hit. Let's go for Caddis and Velasca as well.
Hits. Keep it hits.
Yes, you do. Oh, very good from both of them. Yep, everybody hits. Roll your damages.
All right, that's 10 between Tifa and Sen.
6 from Dayu.
All right.
11.
Plus my D4
Jesus.
plus 2.
Very
Very nice.
Chippity chopping this tall bastard.
Yeah, that's 17 cut in half.
You guys are hurting this thing pretty bad. Okay, Mambo, did you roll damage? Oh, the 9 bludgeoning. I see it now.
Oh, it's up there.
Yep, it just got hidden in the scrawl. Jesus, I don't even know if I'm going to need to roll for them. Okay. Oof. Yep, max damage roll from Caddis, so that's 10 points from him, plus his sneak attack. Another 7 points. And Val, shooting her cannon. That's a bonus action thing, so she's just going to stab at him and shoot him with something, so... Nice. Okay, so let me just calculate something here. I think this is going to do it. Okay. I'm going to let you guys flavor how this goes down.
All right. So Carix is going to swing to take off as many arms as he can.
Mambo is taking the knee joints.
Mm-hmm.
And once its head collapses to the ground after Karax, Caddis, and Mabo takes out the leg, Tifa's gonna slam her blade into its eye socket and through it into its head.
Mm-hmm.
And probably biting the blade to electrify it a bit.
Mm-hmm. I'll allow that flavor. All right.
Dayu's gonna hook her sickle into the meatiest bunch of wires she can find and pull it out.
Nice. Wow. All right. Velasca is going to... She shoots a little bolt of arcane energy right into the mouth, and Caddis is going to cut off... Yeah. Caddis basically... Caddis is going to cut off the other eye there. Stabs it right in there very good and very slow, and... It falls down dead. As you guys just absolutely rip this machine apart. And as it's just laying there, just falling out, just hear this strange... It sounds like it's starting to form a word, but it just... Nothing comes out, and it just collapses.
All right. Well, combat is over. I'm going to move over to Kifa. I'm going to pop my last 2 lay on hands into her.
Oh, what a shame. What came over it? It wasn't listening to reason at all.
I heard a voice in my head, and then it decided to attack me.
That was me. You all hear in your head at once as you change the music. Did I have a theme for this guy? I feel like I did. No, it's not where it should be. Go with... No, not that one. That's the one. The smoke just kind of pours out, kind of hugging the floor of the room as this thing is falling over. And this thing just floats out from the vicinity of the tank. Hello, all of you.
Hello.
I suppose I thank you all for saving my life. I've been in that. It turns around and looks back at the canister. and beams just come out of all of the eyes at once, and it just explodes. Caddis rolling a save. Oh, thank God he actually passed this one. Just jumps backwards out of the way of the explosion.
Crab walks away.
Yep. It turns around, puts on a single sunglass on each of its eye stalks. All right, so. Who are all of you?
We are looking for old world ruins after an incident happened in our village.
Old? What does that mean?
What was that, Vivi?
So what does that mean?
An incident or village?
Old
Oh, old.
does not understand the term.
Oh, this place has been here for centuries. After a cataclysm destroyed most of the.
Oh. So I'm not crazy. Good. I thought it had been around that long. I'm free now. Yes. That machine was terrible company. You wouldn't even tell me why.
Why you were in the very
No.
now exploded place over there?
Yes.
From what we were told, it's because he attacked me because apparently there's voices in our heads because of you. You can speak telepathy.
Oh. He was very afraid of me. I could never talk to him. That makes sense.
So
He never even turned to look at me if he could. If he ever spoke, it was only as though he was talking to a thing. Yes, don't be shy.
Eva has a lot of thoughts going through her head right now.
You're thinking way too cluttered. You should calm down.
There is a mist that consumes the world, driving things to madness, and many things were lost.
I think I'd remember something like that.
Places like this was like the only remnants of what the old world was.
So that world is gone now.
Yes, and apparently you were put in here because they could not understand you and you repelled the mist from what we were told?
They thought either you could stop it or you brought it with you.
Also, since this is now gone, that bodes poorly for Scrimshaw now that the mist might come back around it.
Mist, you say?
That is what we call the miasma?
Never heard of anything like that. You're all. The eye stalks each rest individually on all of you. A very interesting looking bunch. You all have such symmetry. What do you. What names yourselves? Yes. What do you name yourselves?
I'll be there in a minute. I'm doing type.
Don't interrupt my scene. It gazes at the fourth wall.
Oh, shit.
Well, I call myself Dale.
Hmm.
Kaifa,
Kaifa.
this is Sun.
I see. You're. Oh. I remember your people. Floats over to San a little bit, getting very, very close. This thing does not have. The funny thing about it, as it gets close, it doesn't have a scent. It doesn't have any sense of smell to it whatsoever nearby. It doesn't seem to give off a shadow, even. It emanates its own light source, but it is bizarre and just seems to defy everything around it. Not even sure how it's floating in the air. It doesn't seem to be exercising any will to do so. I think I thank all of you. I thank. That's fun. Names. Makes a permanence to everything. Well, the ones that put me in there only ever called me what? So,
Do you have a name otherwise?
never thought of one before. Never had a reason. I think I like the sound of that, though. You can call me or what?
Or what?
Yes. They called me that a lot. It feels good to have something for myself. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a world to explore. I'll remember a lot of you and be sure to return the favor.
Shit.
Let's get out of here.
I agree, yes. I don't know what exactly that was or what it meant, but I don't like how much magic that thing had coming off of it. It broke my goggles.
Oh, shoot.
And you guys gave it your names. You may want to be careful.
Yes. That was probably risky. We should probably go.
If it wanted to kill us, it could have killed us right here. I doubt it will
Had it?
wait.
Well, that's true. Oh, you're still really big, aren't you? Hold on.
Mm.
And
Mambo-
before,
Sorry.
There we go. Go ahead.
before we go, I'm going to do a survival check. I'm going to try my hand at grabbing something from the big boy.
A 9? Unfortunately.
Keith will help with investigation.
Okay. What were you going to say, Raven?
Let's see. Mambo looks kind of annoyed at this thing. Goes,
It didn't seem in the best of mind, and it had way too much power. It don't sit right with me.
It spoke to me in the tank. Barely made a word of sense. What it said, it just. I kept getting a strange vision in my mind of. Guess what it saw as home? But that's the funny thing, it was nothing I comprehended. Don't know what that thing was, but I wonder why they kept it in there, but it's a real shame looking over at the other construct. That outmoded pile of bolts now wasted its life over this.
Anyway,
I don't think my makers were up to as good of things as I hoped. No good.
Anyway, let's get what we can and get out of here before every other construct in this place awakens and try to kill us.
Like
Yes, that will probably happen. I would be ready for that.
Yeah.
All right,
let's-
let's get out of
okay.
here.
Whoop. All right, so you guys, we're just gonna jump back to the title card here. So you progress your way back, I imagine, very quietly, trying not to draw any attention to yourself if you can. And quickly as you can, I would wager.
Yeah.
So yeah, it feels like every single footstep echoes several times louder than it did before. And thankfully you don't encounter anything for the majority of the way back. The clockwork soldiers aren't moving. Nothing else seems to be particularly active. And you give the teleportation pad to the other golem a wide berth. And eventually, you make your way back to the entry hall. Absolutely, just try not to say a word, trying to get everything out as soon as you can. And when you guys get back to the entrance, you see light coming from the doorway. You don't know how long you were down there. You wonder maybe it's daylight, but it doesn't really feel like daylight. It looks more like firelight, and a lot of it.
We need to get out of here now.
Yep.
Yep.
So as you guys emerge out, oh dear, immediately out. As soon as you guys get out, you open your mouths to speak, and there is no sound at all. And you see emerging out of a bush is Nat with his finger to his mouth and his hand holding up a little, like doing little magical rune motions. And then does a little zip lip sound and motions for you to come over to him. The entire world just is quiet. You are inside of a silence spell.
We go over there.
Right. You guys hide in some nearby brushes. It is dead of night right now, probably at least like 3 or 4 in the morning.
So
And,
what's the fire color?
What's what?
The firelight.
As you guys get into the bushes, you see pretty clearly as it fades, just, I hope you guys had a better time than we did. Because, just kind of motions for you to look.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
You guys look out through the other side of the bushes. And across the lakeshore, Scrimshaw is burning.
God damn it, BB! I knew you would pull this shit.
You see strange red figures clad in armor marching about, moving people back and forth. No one you can recognize from this distance. But it kind of is unimportant because the big thing drawing your attention is a large red dragon perched atop the nearby cliffside, looking down on the town with the most contempt you have ever seen another being show.
Oh.
And that is where we will end the session.
Asshole.
Well,
At least you can tip off Ruckshack for head number 2.
Okay. So, big shit happened.
Well,
She opened on Tifa.
mm-hmm. Want to sign off?
Why, sure, we could sign off. All right. Well, nerds, sure looks like our gaggle of heroes is in a pickle this time. I'm curious to see what they'll do next. I'm sure all of you are too. Next time on the MystMarch. Good night, everybody.
I head over to the old folks.